Here. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, coulda went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. How's everybody doing out there this morning? It's Tuesday, May 12th, 2026. Hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's good. What's going on with everybody? Y'all ready to do this? Because you know we got to get those prayers in the air. Let's do those prayers first. Let's get those prayers in the air first. Hold on a minute. Let me get this camera straight right there. Let's get that camera straight as possible. Go ahead and get that all wired up. How everybody doing this morning? Yeah, I think that's going to do it right there. I think I'm going to leave that just like that. I ain't even messing with it right there. Hope everybody's doing good. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Batty. Thank you so much. Still happy, and I appreciate you guys. Y'all know what we got to do. We got to get those prayers in the air. Let's get those prayers up right now, nice and early. Hope we're doing it right, you guys. I want to pray for everybody's health. I want to pray for happiness. I want to pray for sunshine on rainy days. I want to pray for good health. I want to pray for good love. I want to pray for, let's see, good spirits. I want to pray for good spirits and understanding. How about understanding this morning, you guys? And let's get it going. We got VG 5P in here this morning. God bless you. Winter Rising. Also, I see Miss Swanza. Okay, who else? We got Jack B4. Okay, Jack B4 Forum. Okay, we got Winter Rising, Miss Swanza, Batty Lynn. Okay, Jeffrey Spilker. Thank you so much, my brother, for attending this morning. Haven't seen you in a minute. I want to make sure that you're good. Hope Mark Dorfman is doing well. Sam Champion, Winter Rising, also Angels Among Us, Colessive, Terry, Liberty and Justice, can't forget about you. Also, my brother Casey Ramos, can't forget about my brother. Also, Terry, let's see, Coin Collective as well. Can't forget about Jordan. Can't forget about Jordan, you guys. Can't do that. Definitely can't do that. Okay, let me see who else we got up in here to say who else is in here. That's it. Okay, you guys, and myself. Gotta pray for me too. Amen. Let's go, you guys. It's time to get it on. It's our bottom line, and it's Tuesday. Let's get it on, you guys. Let me see what time it is. It's almost time for I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Whoa. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. I said it's 6 o'clock, clock. Somewhere. Come on now. Gotta be enough now. Let's get it. It's 6 o'clock. I know it is. Come on. Let's go. I'm ready. Okay. How much longer? How? I'm gonna just do it without you then. Do what you thought. Yeah. Okay. Ole. And we gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. It's good to be back on. That's right, y'all. I said it's good to be back on. That's right, y'all. It's good to be back, y'all. That's right, y'all. That's right, y'all. Hey, I said it's good to be back, y'all. That's right, y'all. That's right, y'all. You don't want to do it that way, right? Y'all like doing it the other way, right? Let's go. If, bump that beat. Y'all ready? How do I do it? It's good to be back. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's Tuesday, May the 12th. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Well, we be talking about this and that and chat and this and that. where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and that. Just got me lit. I be trying to do it the other way that we about to do it as far as the song goes, because I'm trying to get myself used to that. It's good to be back on. Y'all gonna like it. Trust me. Trust me. We got more than one version of the intro. How everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. I could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came here this morning to chill with me, I appreciate you. Why did Trump reject Iran's ceasefire offer? We're gonna find out, and we're gonna get to much more. And without any further ado, I'm not even playing. I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to ask you guys to stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from, and let me know what time it is. I love to get content from where you're from, especially when you let me know. I make sure that when I see those flags, I'm like, oh, did we put something on for England? Have we done anything for Africa? Yes, it's either the flags you guys can put up the words, put up the states, the countries. It's going to just put me at attention and let me know, yeah, we got to get over there and see what they got going on. Can't stay in one place. We just can't do that. Us at Our Bottom Line, we don't do that over here. We like to move around. That's right. And speaking of moving around, let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. What do we have here? Why did Trump reject Iran's ceasefire offer? They were trying to get some of that nuclear, I guess, to try to have it going on in maybe 15 or 20 years. I think he's just trying to nip it in the bud, period. But that's probably what. I don't know. We're going to find out together. Let's keep on moving forward, because what else we have here? We've got a paralyzed New York City shove victim. She gets to see her attacker receive 20 years. If you guys heard about the woman who was shoved onto the train tracks a while ago, now she is paralyzed. She finally gets to see her assailant get 20 years. I think he should have probably got more than that. Luckily, she's still alive, and good thing that she gets to see this, because hopefully she doesn't get to heal 100%, but yes, she gets some closure some kind of way with seeing him get brought to justice. Last but not least, what do we have here? Why has Howard Lutnick's story about his association with Jeffrey Epstein changed? First, it went from couldn't stand around being around someone disgusting like that. I would never have that person around. I told my wife about him. We agreed. Next thing you know, they're on the beach kicking back 2 hours on the beach. I don't know, you guys. We're going to see as much information, and we're going to get as much information as we can, because we know there was a closed door session yesterday. So we're going to see what we can get. That plus much more. Trending topics, current events. Let's get it on, you guys. Y'all ready? Y'all know what I'm going to say. Grab your coffee, your water, and your tea. And you know what? It's time to get it on, you guys. Let's get it on. It's Tuesday morning, you guys. Let me go ahead and get this audio going. Because, yes, we're going to start off with another situation that should have been learned from. You should have learned from the last one. And I'm hoping that people are paying attention, especially people that live in apartment buildings. What am I talking about? Leaving your door open when there's a fire, when you're trying to leave. It does not make sense. Does not make sense for a couple of reasons. Number one, it doesn't make sense because now your door is wide open, and if there was something in there, it could come out. All right. Now, the other way you look at it, if there wasn't anything in there, now something can go inside. I know you're scared, but at least try to close the door behind you. I understand people don't think about closing doors. They're just thinking about getting out of there. I understand. But what that does is it creates a draft throughout the area, and it makes the fire able to spread faster. That's something that we don't want, especially when it comes down to apartment buildings. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
We begin with that developing story in the Bronx where a baby has died in an apartment fire. Several others were hurt, including 2 children. Investigators say doors were left open by fleeing residents, allowing the flames to spread. Naveed Dhaliwal is live on the scene in the Fordham section with the latest. Naveed.
Yeah, Dick, it's been a heartbreaking night here in the Bronx as officials have confirmed that 1-year-old, a baby boy, is now dead after this fire was really fast and fierce, going up from floor to floor of this building here on Bainbridge Avenue. I want to show you what it looks like at this 8 o'clock hour. You see the windows busted of that 5th floor.
Too much of the same repetition that we've seen. The windows broken out, the doors being left open. people need to pay attention to stuff like this because it's one thing to not pay attention. It's another thing to be ignorant. I mean, come on. You just saw what happened somewhere else. People have to pay attention. I hope people are paying attention now.
Building. Now we want to show you cell phone video of the large orange flames shot out of the second floor of this apartment building on Main Bridge near 194th Street just after 3:30 p.m. Officials say that fast-moving fire spread from the second floor to the third, fourth, and fifth floors as terrified tenants rushed to safety. At one point, firefighters had to perform a dramatic roof rescue to help people out of the windows. Fire officials say a door left open may have caused this fire to spread even quicker. Fire crews rescued a 1-year-old boy who did not survive, and 2 6-year-olds, a boy and a girl, both rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital, and they're in critical condition.
I seen him brought a little small baby out. He was so dark with soot all over him. I couldn't even see,
What you mean we repeat the same news? It's the same situation happening here, but we don't repeat the same news unless we're doing follow-ups. Maybe I need to understand what you're saying. But yeah, this is crazy right here. And it says, look, looks like it started early today. No, it was actually yesterday.
his face or nothing. And they put him on the ground and started pumping him back to life. And then they ran and took him. But the way baby out, he was so dark with soot all over him. I couldn't even see, his face or nothing. And they put him on the ground and started pumping him back to life. And then they ran and took him. But the way he was covered up so dark with all that black stuff on him, I knew he wasn't going to make it.
My brother does live in that building, so I got a little panicky, and then I just seen a lot of people worried. The mom of the kids, she was hysterical.
Now you see the aftermath of the fire.
And again, the reason why those flames are so strong is because the wind is going through the house. They got enough air, enough circulation, so it can now flow freely. Whatever gets caught is going to be a high flame. So yeah.
Fire from Trumper 2 from this afternoon. Officials say 2 adults and 2 firefighters have non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of this fire under investigation tonight. And we have also learned that the Red Cross is helping at least 10 people who have nowhere to go. Well, live in the forum section of the Bronx, Naveen Dhaliwal, CBS News, New York.
Sad situation right there. I don't know if you guys understand, but I'm still lying though in this bit. I know I don't got that many mods, but do not underestimate me because yeah, I can come out of retirement real fast. Matter of fact, let's do that. You guys do me a favor. Let's not pay attention to near troll. What we do over here with the trolls is this. We give them our back and we don't pay attention so that whoever's here that has a snipper can just go ahead and get them out the way. Don't even pay attention to them. We got to keep things flowing because we have to pray for this baby right now. And them trolls do not matter. We don't pay attention to them and we just get rid of them. And I will get rid of them myself. So don't worry about it. We got a prayer to put up for this baby. We want to pray for the family. I want to pray for more knowledge for people that live in apartment buildings so things like this can stop happening. I want more people to understand that you have fire doors. Those doors are made so that fire cannot spread to the other side. And make sure that, yes, your door must be self-closing. If you have a door that's not self-closing, meaning it doesn't close on its own, you have to go ahead and work on that dial on the right-hand side with those circles that go around the top. That is what that is there for. There's a screw that goes up there which pushes the door back. I'm just letting everybody know right now. If that screw is missing and your door does not self-close, call a super and let them know you need to put that screw back up in there because my door is not self-closing. I want to pray for everybody. Please understand and learn fire prevention. And please understand that the doors are made a certain way so that the flames cannot get to the other side. At least for a certain amount of time, you will be safe in your home. You're supposed to put a wet towel under the door. I know you may be scared, but if you do run out and make it out, please close the door so that the air will not circulate so strongly. Thank you. Amen. Sorry about that, you guys. Just want to teach you guys some stuff at the same time. You have to close the doors as well as the windows. That's the problem in a lot of tenement buildings. You get these people that feel like they own the hallway. No, you rent the apartment. You don't touch anything in the hallway. Why? Because now when you want to pop open all of those windows in the hallway, what you have now is nothing but perfect circulation going on, right? So when something happens in the apartments, now you got nothing but good air that can circulate through all of those windows, all of those apartments. So yeah, I know you want to be cool in the hallway, but that's not the real way to be. Actually supposed to have those windows closed. Sad situations happen when things like that go on. Got to be a certain way to flow these buildings and understand yes, the vacuum of air. It is exactly a vacuum of air. And let's say that you only have the top windows open in the building or high floors. Soon as something happens in the bottom and the door comes open, it's gonna suck it right up there. You ever have your door open and you open your front door and you close your front door and a room in your apartment closes? Yeah, same thing. Understand it's suction like vacuum, and that's how things flow. The same way that bad smoke goes, the smoke will go out even worse, and that's the stuff that will get inside of you, and you'll really get hurt before it even comes to the fire part. That's why they said he had all of that black smoke on him, because of the smoke is even worse. You guys, let's pray for the baby. Want to pray for the families. Anybody who ever was affected by situations like this, please let's learn from these situations and get smarter. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward because we do have some gaggle from President Trump before he left the White House. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's get it. What we got here?
Begin to run for closing tonight. So we'll see how that goes. You'll find out soon enough. We had a good meeting, and a great meeting with the president of Brazil. And we'll see what happens. They want to do business with the United States. Everybody does.
Are you planning to hire?
We had a very good meeting.
Are you planning to hire Marty McCrary?
What's going on? Fire is starting. Nothing much. Is he staying on?
Are you gonna fire him?
I've been reading about it, but I know nothing about it.
Can we speak about Iranian response to you tonight?
What about it?
Are you going to speak about Iranian response to your proposal?
We'll see what happens. Look, they have no military. They have not a lot left. We'll see what happens. Yeah, well,
If that's the full your power.
We announced a 3-day ceasefire in the Ukraine-Russia war. Do you anticipate that will be any longer than 3 days?
I mean, it could be. It'd be nice. I'd like to see it stop. Russia, Ukraine. It's the worst thing since World War II in terms of life. 25,000 young soldiers every month. It's crazy. So it could very well be.
If you decide to pull troops from Germany, will you move them to Poland or maybe some other countries on the eastern flank?
Well, Poland would like that. We have a great relationship with Poland.
Let's keep on going, you guys. We already did this. I remember this. I already heard this crap already. Let's go. What else we got over here from the press? Anything else? What else you got? We got another situation over here with this is why he probably said no to Iran yesterday. He said because they're asking for nuclear, and I guess they want clearance for maybe a couple of more years. They've been trying to really stagnate these negotiations so that they can probably make a couple of different moves, and I really don't think that he's going for it. So let's just see what's going on here, you guys. Let's go.
Welcome back. President Trump rejecting Iran's response to the latest U.S. proposal to end the conflict in Iran. The president wrote on Truth Social, quote, "I have just read the response from Iran's so-called representatives. I don't like it. Totally unacceptable," writes the president. Now, Iran reportedly demanding an immediate end to the conflict while also demanding a gradual reopening of the Strait of Hormuz in exchange for the U.S. lifting its blockade and delaying any nuclear talks by at least a month. Joining me now is North Carolina Congressman Greg Murphy. Congressman, good to see you. Your reaction?
Delaying any nuclear talks for a month. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's just another delay tactic, Maria. This is what the Iranians have done for decades. For decades, delay, deny, and obstruct. Very similar, kind of like our insurance companies in the U.S. these days. But this is what they do. They're trying to continue to do what they're doing, create a nuclear program which the world cannot tolerate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Iran war is going to overshadow the talks that the president will have in China this week. Is there anything you want to see come out of this trip?
Well, this is enough for us. Now that we know what's going on with that, I had enough of Iran already. Yeah, let's get on to something else. You see how we starting to cut that back as much as possible? because I had enough of that. I'm even gonna BS with y'all. I had enough of that Iran thing. The only thing I want to know is when is it over so that the people can stop suffering. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If y'all appreciate the show, your boy Boogotti NYC, our bottom line, and us being here together, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. We got to get on over to Mexico because now those charges are being fortified when it comes down to the U.S. charges against the Mexican officials in a major cartel case. The governor, as well as a couple of other peoples, are supposed to be on the lam. Let's check this out, you guys. You heard about these charges that were being brought up.
Welcome back to Fox and Friends. New York prosecutors have unsealed indictments, including accusing the Sinaloa governor Ruben Rocha Moya and 9 other current and former Mexican officials of allegedly working with the Sinaloa cartel to protect fentanyl trafficking operations. Mexico's president, Claudia Sheinbaum, says her government will review the case, but she has pushed back against what she calls foreign interference. Here now is Mexican Senator Lili Tellez. Senadora, Senator, thank you for joining us this morning. So our government and our DEA has said, hey, this governor and these 9 other governors and other officials are tied to the Sinaloa cartel. You need to extradite them and bring them back to America. And she has said, Claudia Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico, has said, no. Why?
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. The United States government, a court of New York, indicted the Sinaloa's governor and other 9 collaborators of him, including one sitting senator, of trafficking fentanyl to the United States with the Sinaloa cartel. This is the most important case of a sitting government in Mexico accused from the United States, indicted in the United States, and the United States is asking for them to be held to extradite them to the United States. But Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum doesn't want to do that. She says that the United States must bring proof to Mexico, but as we know in this regime, the proof is not going to let us know more about the corruption because this is a narco state, as I told you last year, and these accusations are proving it.
Yeah, it's really hard to.
So she's telling the truth. She's scared to tell the truth. She's scared because she's like, I'm not. And check this out. It's to the point where, like, let's say if you really do want this to happen, but you're in the same area that these people live in, the same country, and you know how powerful they are. You can't say that stuff out loud. In public, you can be like, no, 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 no. But if you're really about it in secret, you can be like, yeah, just don't tell them I was down with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't own that. You can't be living with them and talking crap. You can't do that. So she's playing it smart. I think so. A lot of people, and even the other people. How did I tell you guys the last time? Remember that movie when Beanie Siegel was like, "Get down to stay down." Yeah, state property. Get down to stay down. That's how the Artel get down. They be like, "Get down to stay, lay down." All right, let's go. See, get a little more. Get a little more of this.
Express just what big news this is in Mexico. Over the last year, we've had politicians who have stood up to the cartels in Mexico be assassinated. And here we are. Why won't President Sheinbaum return or send these Sinaloa tied governors and politicians back?
Nah, man, y'all gonna have to go get them. She gonna move out the way and let you go get them and say she couldn't do nothing about it when they come ask her. So how come you didn't do nothing about it? I couldn't. They ran up in here the same way they went and got this guy Maduro. I couldn't stop that. That's the only way they're gonna be able to get these people. I'm serious. If they want to get them, it's the only way. That's what I think, you guys. I don't know. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. How everybody doing this morning? Come on, y'all. It's Tuesday, but I know. Come on. It wasn't just Cinco de Mayo. It's the 12th. Can y'all believe that? Am I right? Wait a minute. I kid you guys. It was just Cinco de Mayo. Wow. Let's keep on going, you guys. These days are going by so fast. By the way, I think the president was talking about Vladimir Putin and Ukraine. Let's see if Putin is talking the same language when it comes down to ending the Russia-Ukraine WAR. I don't know. And a matter of fact, I'm going to say no, because they've been talking about this for about 3 or 4 years right now, and they still haven't stopped. So I don't have no confidence in what he's saying.
Добрый вечер. Здравствуйте. С праздником вас еще раз. С Днем Победы. Пожалуйста. Не приглашали. Ну, это не юбилейное мероприятие, но всем, сказать, послание. Да, значит, господин Фица мне сказал об этом, сказал о своей встрече. Ну, как бы особого послания там и не было.
Mr. Fico told me about this meeting, but there was no particular message.
Там просто я услышал еще раз о том, что...
I simply heard once again that the Ukrainian side, Mr. Zelensky, is ready to hold a personal meeting.
Украинская сторона, господин Зеленский, готов провести личную встречу.
Yes, I heard that, but this is not the first time that we have heard such statements. Look at the pot calling the kettle, calling the kettle, calling the pot, pot black. What you?
Это я слышу. Но мы слышим это не первый раз. Провоцировали этот конфликт. Я же сказал, что...
That's enough of my translating Russia, English to broken back forth. That's what they're talking about. You guys get it. They talking about, oh, he's saying they're going to do this. This one's saying that they're not. Seems like this. Seems like the same song going on both accords, huh? USA when it comes down to Iran. You got the Russia situation going on with the Ukraine. Yeah, and then we're losing in the middle of that, all of that stuff. First I'm gonna go there, I'm going there. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but we took a major hit when they first started this crap with Ukraine and Russia with that cryptocurrency. Ooh, boy, lost so money. Some people lost so much money in crypto that they scared to admit it. Don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to talk about it. Man, when they started that WAR with that Ukraine and Russia, that crypto was like this. Womp, 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 and now it's still going down. So if you're bullish, you might want to go ahead and buy in, because now it's real low. They said people that are buying in right now are looking at the next 2 years of making their money back. So if you got money like that, you might want to buy into crypto. I'm not. I had enough, took me out. I don't want no more of it. No, thank you. Let's keep on. What you said? What else y'all got? What y'all got for me in here? What y'all got for me? What y'all got? Y'all stand on point today? Anybody stand on topic today? Is anybody gonna stay on topic with your boy? Let's get back to work, you guys. Now we got a situation over here where the plot has erupted on the defense target. Let's get on over here because Pirro, Todd Blanche, they're saying that they should not be at court, or they should not be able to be at court because they were actually at the correspondence dinner. That's right. The defense for Cole Tomas is saying that these people should not be on the bench. Check this out.
In just a few hours, White House Correspondents Association dinner shooting suspect Cole Allen set to be arraigned.
His legal team is now targeting DOJ officials Janine Pirro and Todd Blanche, writing in a motion, quote, given U.S. Attorney Pirro's friendship with the president and her acting AG Blanche's attendance at the event at the center of this prosecution, the law necessitates their disqualification.
Attorney and president of American Frontier Strategies, Mehek Cook, joins us now. Mehek, there are two arguments there. Let's start with they were at the dinner argument. Can they still prosecute the case if they were either a witness or, a very big stretch by the defense attorney here, quote unquote, a victim?
Todd, that's a good question, and they absolutely can. Look, the defense doesn't have the evidence or the facts on their side, so they're going to do everything they can to create distractions and try and actually put the DOJ on the stand. But clearly, if Janine Pirro, Todd Blanche, or any of the higher-up DOJ officials have specific or unique evidence, then no, they shouldn't be prosecuting the case because they would be a witness to the case. But mere presence isn't immediately going to disqualify them. I think half of Washington would be disqualified from prosecuting cases today.
Yeah, and this reminds me very much of the case with Charlie Kirk, where the child of one of the people on the prosecution team was present, and that also went through the legal wranglings with the defense team trying to make that.
That's why I wanted you to see it, 55 Coffee House. See what they're doing? Exactly. She says, good Lord, they're trying to paint them into a corner. And what she said? They're trying to paint them into a corner and tie their hands with red tape.
Very similar argument. And when it comes to the judge, we heard from him already apologizing to Cole Allen for his treatment in jail so far. Will that judge have a say over this decision regarding the prosecution team?
I mean, I think so, Carly, and we're already seeing a lot of political bias in this case. And depending on how this decision goes, it's really going to be telling if we're going to have a rule of law or if we're going to have a two-tier system again. Americans have already seen what happened during cases like even Russiagate, where you had from judges to FBI agents to the government trying to go after President Trump. And if we see the same type of weaponization here, then DC is far gone. I hope under Judge Jeanine Pirro and so many others that we can actually argue the facts of this case, look at the evidence, and make sure that this man, if all the allegations are true, Cole Allen stays behind bars. But this judge is going to have a lot to answer for, apologizing to a man, a psychopath that tried to assassinate President Trump and half of DC in that room. If you're talking about the White House Correspondents' Dinner, you had not only press there, but the highest officials in government.
Next, the fact that the president.
Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because I have a question. Do you want it? Do you guys think that she can do it this time? I mean, she tried to do it one time, it didn't work. She went for it a second time, had Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all of these people with her. It didn't work. What do you guys think? Do you think it's true when they say the third time is a charm? What do you guys think? Do you think that the third time is a charm? You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about right here. I'm talking about none other than someone that you love. That she likes to cook them collard greens in that tub, because sometimes she just don't have no room and she got to clean that tub out and go ahead and cook them in that tub. Yeah, I mean, wash them in the tub. None other than Kamala, I wash my collard greens in the tub, Harris. Let's go, y'all.
I firmly and strongly believe that when you feel powerless, you are powerless.
And when you're an El Fulio, you're an El Fulio. All she does is double up on her words. Y'all ready for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus? Let's go.
And when you feel powerful, you are powerful. Let's just show ourselves, each other, our power around the midterms and every day.
Well, former Vice President Kamala Harris says she's considering now whether to run for president again in 2 years' time.
But the people that put up that dough, they saying, no, 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 no. You're not getting no more dough. And they like, I don't know about this. I don't know about that, miss.
She may, though, struggle to bankroll her bid. Here's why, according to the LA Times. Big donors backed Harris in 2024. For 2028, they're not so sure. Mark Thiesen's former speechwriter, who President George W. Bush, also a Fox News contributor. Mark, one of the reasons big donors, we are made to understand, soured on Kamala Harris last cycle had nothing to do with her power or lack thereof, had nothing to do with President Biden's missteps. It had to do with decisions her campaign made under her watch.
Miss Swans are going.
Obscene amounts of money into
Brian, right?
celebrity spots at her campaign rallies, things that donors in the end reportedly came to resent and feel was a waste.
Yeah, so I mean, they don't want to support her because she's the political equivalent of the Hindenburg. I mean, this is a disaster for the Democratic Party. This is a candidate who's run for president twice, never won a single primary vote. Just listening to her, it brings me it gives me chills that, because this is the woman who told us that there's a great significance to the passage of time and all these great things that she delivers word salads like Biden did, but without the excuse of dementia.
I don't think anyone has yet proven that it is the passage of time is not significant, to be fair.
That's a fair point. I mean, when I listen to her, I think there, but for the grace of God goes our president. We'd have to listen to that for 4 years. And on top of that, she is a gap-prone candidate, but she's also a gap-prone leftist. I mean, the GovTrack, which is a nonpartisan group, actually put her to the left of Bernie Sanders in terms of her voting record. So what the Democratic Party needs to do if they want to win back the White House is move to the center. Because the reason why Donald Trump won it.
They're not getting it, Lisa. He called her the Hindenburg. They're not getting it.
And it's because Joe
He got more.
Biden came in and promised us moderation, and instead they went to the left. And it was a disaster on so many levels. And so if they want to learn the lessons, they have to go back to move back to sort of Clintonite centrism.
With all that being said, in fairness to Harris, she is leading most Democratic polls right now. And as you mentioned, she flamed out in 2020, didn't even make it to the Iowa caucuses.
Yeah.
She lost to President Trump. We remember her short campaign. It was brat summer, campaign of vibes, not a whole lot of policy.
Yeah.
Do you think donors are wondering maybe third time's the charm here?
Well, I mean, she's probably leading because of name recognition, because she's run nationally. She was the vice president of the United States. People know who she is. But just because she has name recognition doesn't mean people are actually going to vote for her for president.
No, I don't know. I think it's a waste of money. And I think those donors are like, nope, we're not putting no dough behind you. Not again. Didn't she get $1 billion last time, if I'm not mistaken? Wasn't it $1 billion? And she was like, oh, we're not giving anybody any money. We didn't give Cardi B any money. We didn't give Megan Thee Stallion any money. And next thing you know, they had to bring out those receipts and they found out how many people got paid. Oh no, it wasn't me. It was my LLC. No, it was the nonprofit organization that I'm a part of that got paid. Come on, y'all. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. Let's keep on, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Seattle right now. You guys see this right here? They don't really like this mayor. What do you guys think about the mayor of Seattle, you guys? She says she has verbal missteps and attention leadership questions question her leadership. Check this out, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this.
Seattle's mayor is declining further comment about a series of viral moments that have overshadowed any sort of policy discussion and raised new concerns about her leadership. The incidents have garnered national headlines from coast to coast and sparked questions about who is running the city. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels is live from Seattle to explain tonight. Chris.
Yeah, Molly, Seattle's mayor was at an event last week that was interrupted by gunfire, and Katie Wilson was rushed to safety. We did attempt to ask her a rather straightforward question about public policy when it comes to surveillance cameras, but we were interrupted by her staff. It was the third in a series of events that leads some to what
got mayors and governors and all these people in power that don't know their ass from their elbow, and people just keep voting them in. People just keep voting them in.
Whether these verbal missteps will have other impacts for the city.
That's right. Look at Frederick. Exactly, Frederick.
Let's keep it on.
That straightforward public policy question of Seattle's Mayor Katie Wilson.
I'm sorry. I simply said to keep it on topic.
Is interrupted by a junior city staffer.
Want to have an answer? Maybe we can set up a different time for that. But the mayor's a busy person.
Can't answer one question.
Sage Wilson is the mayor's press secretary and declined to talk further about the effort by the.
Can't answer one question, huh? Must mean you're trying to hide something, huh, Mayor? Huh, Mayor of Seattle? Let's see what's going on over here. This is a complete humiliation. Former Virginia redistricting. You guys know that they struck down the redistricting, right? And a lot of people are not really happy about this situation here. They tried to draw the map again, and it didn't go through. And the appeal, I don't think it went through either, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this one.
Great to see you. Just start
Great to be with you.
what are the chances that the High Court, the U.S. Supreme Court, takes up this?
No, they are not going to take this up. This is simply posturing for the fact that they just wasted $70 million on this unconstitutional, illegal gerrymandering effort in Virginia. This is a complete humiliation for Hakeem Jeffries. It's a complete humiliation for Abigail Spanberger, who right now is sitting as the most unpopular governor in modern Virginia history, partly because she broke a campaign promise that she wasn't going to do gerrymandering redistricting. Then she promptly turned around and did it. And so this is a win for the rule of law.
They better look at this and see what's going to happen if they re-elect Governor Hochul, because they always tell you they're going to do one thing, and then when they get in there, they do a whole nother thing. Look at, what's his name? Mom Dame, now he's a super cat, now he's a dame, doing the total opposite of what he said he was going to do.
Common sense, and it's a real humiliation for them trying to rig the system with this really deceitful ballot language that violated so many norms. And as I pointed out earlier today on a previous interview, if the Democrats had just paid attention to an attorney general's opinion I issued last fall saying this is blatantly unconstitutional, they would have saved themselves a lot of money, and they saved Virginians A lot of headaches from watching all these obnoxious, misleading TV ads. So it was a great win for the rule of law in Virginia.
Now let's get on over to, yep, I already said it. We already talked about it. So we got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. That's right, you guys. We got an investigation into a stills nabbing. I can't say that word. You guys remember you know what I mean when I say stills nabbing. I cannot say that word. On this time, it's on the Upper West Side. But you guys don't want to believe me because I'm the one that's telling you guys about what's really going on. And then we read the stats and they say, hey, come to New York. It's beautiful here. Nothing's going on. Ride our lovely subways. Come on, get on the bus. Have a good time. Go down to Times Square. Yeah, okay. All of those places that they're telling you guys to go to, you better watch out. And I ain't talking about for Santa Claus either.
One man is in critical condition after a stabbing on the Upper West Side. It happened around 2 this morning near 96th Street and Broadway. Police say the 57-year-old victim was stabbed in the abdomen and taken to the hospital. No arrests have been made. No word yet on what led up to that stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
One man.
Yeah, so we got another situation. We got to go across pond real quick. We're going to go from New York. We're going to go all the way across pond to that guy who's holding his head right now because they found somebody with a pow outside his house. I guess Andrew Mountbatten Windsor must have rubbed someone the wrong way. And yeah, one of his neighbors had that thing on him and said, you got a problem, sir? And Andrew Mountbatten, I guess the gate and that fence wasn't tall enough to protect him. So yes, we got a situation where a man was arrested for possessing a weapon near Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's home. Let's see what happened to the ex-prince while he was at the crib.
The house where Andrew Mountbatten Windsor now lives is in a secluded part of the Sandringham estate, and you can see some of the new fencing which was put up before he moved in. But it's only a short distance to the village of Wolferton, where the incident happened at about this time last night. What we know from Norfolk Police is that officers were alerted after reports of intimidating behaviour here in the village. It's understood former Prince Andrew was walking his dogs at the time. Very little has been seen of the King's younger brother since his arrest in February on his birthday, following the mass release of Epstein files in the US. Mr. Mountbatten Windsor was questioned and then released on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Tonight, Norfolk Police confirmed in a statement that officers were called to Wolferton shortly after 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, following a report that a man was behaving in an intimidating manner in the village.
He don't got that royal guard no more to protect him. He don't got the security he used to have no more, y'all. He had to call Popo like a regular person. See that?
Officers attended and the man was arrested on suspicion of a public order offence and possession of an offensive weapon. The former prince lost his taxpayer-funded security when he was living in Royal Lodge in Windsor. The king decided Andrew should pay for it himself. But the Windsor estate is much more highly protected. Sandringham, by contrast, has lots of public access and public roads. This former police officer used to assess threats to high-profile individuals and politicians and says the threat to Andrew will now have to be reviewed. Clearly, because of today's incident, there should be, a refreshing of that assessment. Because if you are somebody who is targeting him or potentially are being inspired now by what they've seen, what you'll know is he's vulnerable. What you'll know is he's accessible. When it comes to private versus
Mountbatten.
state-funded security, Prince Harry has a similar issue, arguing in court he needs taxpayer-funded protection because
Angel says, suck to be normal. He's thinking, right? He sucks, right?
despite leaving the royal family, there are multiple threats against him when he visits the UK. Harry's uncle left the royal family for very different reasons, but since these photographs were taken of Andrew's new home in Norfolk, lots of gates and fences have gone in. But last night's alleged threat to the former prince happened in a public area, and he will now need to look again at the level of security he pays for.
I don't think them fences or the nothing mean anything when it comes down to that. Cause check this out. What if they get on the other side of the fence? Now you stuck on the other side of the fence with them, Mr. Mountbatten. And you know what? Sometimes things you don't get exactly what you deserve. And I know he's still being able to splurge and get that place to stay at for free, but he's still feeling it, you guys. He got stripped of all of his royal honors. He got stripped of all of the names and everything that they put up all around with his name on it. Then they took all of his stuff when it came down to the army and the stuff that he did in the army. Now they kicked him out of the Royal Lodge. He's in this other place right here, susceptible to being seen by anybody. So you better get him some big dogs. I don't know what kind of dogs he got. And ain't that crazy? He don't got nobody to walk his dogs anymore either. So you look at that. Fell a long way from grace. This is the person right here who actually started his decline. That's right, via Jeffrey Epstein. We got a Miami situation over here with the Miami Herald is an investigative journalist, Julie K. Brown. She joins the TWIFF and she's honored for a Pulitzer Prize for all of her information leading up to the arrest of Jeffrey Epstein. Let's get into it, you guys. This is the lady right here who basically started breaking the case when it came down to the Miami Herald.
A South Florida journalist credited with reopening the sex trafficking case against Jeffrey Epstein was honored this week by the Pulitzer Prize jury. Julie K. Brown, an investigative reporter with the Miami Herald, received a Pulitzer Prize special citation for a series of reports from 2018 titled Perversion of Justice. Her reporting exposed Epstein's abuse of young women and the network of people who protected him. It led to the arrest of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, the resignation of a labor secretary, the first arrest of a British royal in 400 years, and the downfall of so many powerful people. Miami Herald investigative journalist Julie Brown is joining us right now from Philadelphia. Thank you so much for being here today.
She's the first one that broke the story.
And ask you about the news of the week, which
And she just got a Pulitzer Prize for it.
That purported suicide note. Do you buy it?
Well, first of all, thank you. No, I mean, it's hard to know. I'm very skeptical about it. I think it looks genuine. It looks like his language, the way he speaks and the way that he writes. But I do have a lot of questions, as everyone should, that why this was kept secret for 7 years and buried in a court file that has nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein.
Gun B.
Trove of information, and we could probably spend the entire show talking about the note. But I want to kind of get back to reminding viewers of how all of this unfolded.
Adam, what's up?
The case opened in 2005. What were you working on that led you to this case, and what was your aha moment when you knew this was going to be something big?
Miss Chocolate.
Well, first let me say,
good morning, guys. Good morning.
Power in the series was really the voices of the victims.
Marie Halo.
No one had really interviewed them in this way before, in that what I was focusing on is how the criminal justice betrayed them. And they were betrayed at several levels. It wasn't just the level where the state attorney in Palm Beach failed to do his job, but there were a number of other federal prosecutors who didn't do their job. And I wanted to really know how the victims were treated back then and what they thought about how the case was handled. And, the Miami Herald put together a beautiful series. My videographer, Emily Michelle, put together some documentaries. And for the first time, we really heard from those victims. And I think that that's why we're really sitting here, is because of those voices.
I remember reading Perversion of Justice when it came out and revisited it a few days ago. And what struck me was just how straightforward the writing was, because the case itself was just so dramatic. And when you're talking to these victims, how do you interview somebody who said that they had gone through such a traumatic event without re-traumatizing them?
Paradoxes.
Well, I did my homework. I interviewed, and did research on how to do that. And I spoke with FBI trauma specialists and psychologists and psychiatrists who had done this kind of work for a living. And they gave me a lot of important things that not only helped me with my interviews with them, but helped me also tell readers exactly what happened and describe for them, for example, why these victims didn't come forward right away.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
And it's important to understand the psychology of trauma in order to really understand this story.
When all of this started happening and the dominoes started falling and people were realizing that this guy served basically a little bit over a year in a cushy jail and could leave for a work release, which was pretty unprecedented, people started realizing that there was something not right going on. And when people were resigning their posts and when this became national news, did you feel vindicated?
Well, no, vindicated is the right word, but I felt like this was what I was trying to accomplish. And even after the piece ran, of course, it went viral and it got a lot of attention. But like with most stories, it started to die down. And
Let's keep on going, you guys. I can't keep going. That's a 4 minutes right there. We went two minutes over the time. I'll hold it and we'll bring it back tomorrow and get the rest of it. Let's keep on moving forward right now because we got another important story coming out of New York. I know you see her behind me and it's very sad. You see that right there? Shouldn't have never happened. No, that comes from no real coverage when it comes down to the police. I got to be honest about it. You can't be safe when you go in certain places like the subway. Yeah, she wasn't like this a few years ago. She's actually paralyzed right now. That's right, paralyzed. Why? Because she was pushed on the subway tracks. She's a victim. She's paralyzed now, and she finally gets a chance to see the person who pushed her onto the subway tracks. She's only going to get 20 years. Luckily, she's still alive. Luckily. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Your Honor, there are no words I can describe the pain and struggle I have endured over the past 3 years. I have come a long way to reach my current condition. In order to regain even a small degree of independence, I have undergone 6 separate surgeries and attended countless therapy sessions.
She's undergone 6 painful therapies and countless I'm sorry, surgeries and countless therapies to get her to this point.
And medical operations. Defendant reported, I don't recall what happened in the incident. However, he reported, I didn't mean to hurt anybody that day. It was accidental. He stated the victim testified in court and her injuries are bad, paralyzed. Ms. Anine Zoe must live with the impact of your actions, Mr. Salgado, with every solitary breath that she takes. Mr. Kamala Harris, you have been found guilty by a jury of the crimes of 1 count of attempted murder in second degree and 1 count of assault in first degree.
Wonder why Kathy Hochul ain't attend that sentencing right there. How come Kathy Hochul is so quiet about stuff like that? I don't understand it, you guys. What do you think? I'd like to pray for her. I would pray for her strength, for being able to come to court and being able to stand there and see the person that pushed her on those tracks, that made her paralyzed like that. I'm so happy that she's at least trying to go on with her life the best way that she can, because he's got 20 years to do. He should have been he should have been given more time than that, because I don't know what his intentions were. And hopefully, yeah, just gonna put it like that. Maybe that's the last sentence that he will get. Put it like that, period. Because we don't need people like that out in the streets around our people and our families and our children. I want to pray for her. I want to pray for anybody affected by situations like this and anyone who's been affected by any sort of crime against yourself or your family members. Amen. Crazy, you guys. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. You see that? Not even an apology to her. He kept his mouth closed, Amanda. He wasn't even talking. He wasn't even talking. He wasn't even saying enough. And in New York, it's crazy. It's crazy. Don't worry about the don't worry about the trolls. We gonna get them up out of here. We already chopping them every time they come. Stay on topic and stay on point. Do what we do over here. Ain't gonna throw me off because I know what I'm doing. I got too much work to do. We got to get on over to Miami right now. We got this brush fire that was going on that was ignited in Western Broward County that we got to follow up on. Serious situations here. Let the trolls act crazy. We gonna cut them like we gonna cut them down the way that we need to. That's all. Let the trolls do what they do. Let them do it.
Welcome to your Local 10 News at 10. I'm JC Birch.
I'm Kamala Harris, and at this hour, two brush fires are burning in South Florida. We do have live team coverage of both of those fires with Local 10 Byron Tollefson and Brett Meese. We do begin with Brett, who is in West Broward County with this huge fire still at 0% contained. Brett, it's been quite a firefight out there where you're at.
It really is, and JC, this fire is fast, moving very fast. Actually, within the last hour, the flames have eclipsed the horizon. We can no longer see them from our vantage point, but the glow that is coming from this fire is still lighting up the sky. You can see some of the smoke plumes here behind me. For a lot
You sure one of the flames ain't jump out the fire and start reporting the news?
of people here in West Broward, this was quite the sight to see. A lot of people pulling over on the side of US 27 just to get a glimpse at this fire. But for those who live in this part of the county, this fire was too close for comfort.
Oh, yeah?
As night falls, a massive brush fire remains aglow in West Broward.
I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I have a baby. Like, I just got finally settled in living there. It's just crazy. Like, it came out of nowhere.
Roxanne Gill lives with her boyfriend and her 1-year-old. She says shortly after the fire broke out Sunday, it overtook the dirt road that leads to their home, trapping them.
We couldn't leave. The fire was blocking the dirt road. There's no leaving. The only way to leave was to take an airboat.
Thick black smoke billows into the air while crews work from the ground and the air to contain the fire.
So sad about this situation in Liberty. I gotta just tell you something right now. They've been acting up in here. There's a lot of trolls and people acting crazy when you wasn't here, and they really being bad, and they writing letters, writing words and stuff that we don't like. Liberty, I can't believe that, you know what I'm saying, they acting like that. Can you Lara Croft, please? Just do what you do, please. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you, and we're so happy that you're here. Thank you, Liberty, for being here. It was just like, oh, thank you so much. And we want to pray for them too, right after this.
It's huge. Like, it was so much, and there was so much smoke.
Cell phone video they took shows the power of the flames as they ripped through, leaving scorched earth behind.
We could hear it crackling. That's how bad it was. I had to hose down my house. Everyone was hosing down all their trailers before the fire department came.
Gill says they have dealt with fires in the past, but never this close.
I was scared. I was getting all my important stuff out of our house, and I was freaking out, asking everyone if I should take the baby, if I should leave, and there's no way of leaving. I was super scared.
And we did just get some updated numbers from the Florida Forest Service. 20% containment at this point for this fire. These are brand new numbers. 20% containment. Still a long way to go in this firefight. And this one is a big one here in the Everglades as it moves westward away from where a lot of homes are here in the western part of Broward County.
I'm so tired of this stuff. I hope this don't start popping up again like it did last year, like everywhere, Los Angeles. And then you had those people that was did y'all see that last year? The people, the way that they were starting them, the way that they were being started, people riding on pedal bikes with and actually doing that. I can't believe that. Why would people want to do that to the animals, to the people, to the families, and displace and hurt so many people? I want to pray for our people of America, of the world, that things like this can please stop happening. We got to understand that this is no way to bring any sort of message to anybody. I hope and I pray that this was something that was sparked by a wildfire or something like that or something. But I really hope that this wasn't something that was man-made or man-started. And I really want to pray, Lord, that this does not continue to keep on happening because, yes, remember last year was very serious in California, many different places had a lot of brush fires going on and a lot of big fires going on where a lot of animals were displaced and lost their lives. I want to pray for the animals that get caught up in situations like this because nobody really thinks about them. Amen. Yeah, there's animals out there, you guys. We got deer and all of that, all types of crazy stuff, all types of animals out there. We got birds. You know what I'm saying? The birds they can't fly. They can't be in the trees. And luckily, that's why I like wildlife. Because when they find out something is going on, they be like, hold on a minute. Phew. Y'all see the animals running? Go in the same direction as the animals. Trust me, something is coming. Don't stand there like no karate movie or like no person talking like a horror movie talking about what y'all running for. Y'all better start moving with them. You see animals moving in a direction? Take that as a sign from the above saying, walk with them, my son or my daughter. Follow the lead. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, they are intuitive. Yes, you guys, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up if you know what I'm talking about. You see animals start walking away in a direction? Man, listen, they ain't even like, oh, the animal be like this. Oh, out of there. If you see animals walking away or going somewhere, get on up out of Dodge. Follow them. Yeah, follow where they going. So one time it's going to be okay to follow them. Now let's get on over to Philadelphia because we got 2 men that were charged with drug distribution and making ghost guns. Guess what happened to them? They got locked up, and I don't know if they getting out. That's right, you guys. Let's see. We got to get on over to Pennsylvania and see what's up with these dudes.
Also this evening, police have arrested 2 men after seizing about $1.5 million
Okay.
worth of drugs in Northeast Philly. District Attorney Larry Krasner announced charges today against Yandra Kamberish and Theodore Menko after an investigation that began in January. Authorities confiscated large amounts of marijuana, illegal mushrooms, ecstasy, and cocaine. 24 firearms, including ghost guns and a 3D printer, were also confiscated.
Just imagine, as the summer months come on, if these guns, by whatever means, for whatever purpose, ended up in the hands of the wrong people.
Yeah, so they got 2 men in Pennsylvania. They got 2 men out there, and we ain't gonna play around with that. But I did give you guys some of it, so y'all know what's going on. We don't play with that no mas, especially not right now. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What we got going? Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good. I could see myself. Yeah, it was a good one. I like the way you broke that up, cause I get a little delay on this camera over here. I'm not playing around, y'all. I'm not messing around with them folks, especially not right now. Y'all know what the deal is. So yeah, they got them, charged them for all of them drugs, distribution, and making ghost gills nuns. Let's get on over to California. We got an outrage over Trans Europe Express. Trans Europe Express. Broken wristed. That's where we're going right now, you guys. We got somebody that's a member of the broken wristed clique. And what's going on right now is there is outrage because this athlete is dominating the California girls track meets. There were actually people there, go, 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 cheering on this Trans Europe Express person. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys check this out. And just so you know, that's why Jim Carrey, aka Vera, is making a debut here. Anytime you guys see, hi, I'm Vera Cosa. Anytime you guys see that in the headline, automatically know we got something about the Trans Europe Express. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Hi, I'm Vera. Let's get it, y'all. Let's talk about it.
All right, a Safe Girl sports rally erupting outside a girls' track meet in California as a trans athlete was competing in the first round of the state tournament. That teen winning first place in high jump, triple jump, and long jump. Meanwhile, an LGBTQ rights group, Rainbow Families Action, was also at that meet, protesting in support of this trans athlete. Joining us today, the former collegiate athlete who spoke at the Save Girls Sports Rally, Sophia Lori joins me now. Sophia, clearly a whole lot happened surrounding this track meet. The headline is that a transgender athlete did win several events, and then you have the event that you were speaking at, Save Girls Sports, a protest there.
Out there dominating the event, like he was coming in 6th when it came down to men's sports. He was coming in 7th and 6th. Soon as he get over to women's sports, he's dominating. Sad situation, y'all.
And then it looked like there was a bit of a counter protest that took place with people who were supporting the trans athlete. So what was it like to be there yesterday? It was really discouraging to watch a male athlete win 3 girls' events. It was really heartbreaking to hear the female athletes that were competing that day speak on the fact that no matter how hard they trained, they know they cannot beat a male. And that is exactly what we watched happen. I was able to be there and cheer on the girls and celebrate them. But
Angels, you gotta ask Tim Tampon Tim.
the fact that that's what they have to face and have to watch a male athlete compete in their category and win in all 3 of the events that he was in for girls, completely heartbreaking.
And we're talking about an athlete. His name is Amy Hernandez. And according to the New York Post, she won one event by 42 feet 4 inches. The nearest competitor finished at 39 feet 7.5 inches. Her mother is speaking out, saying the impact was so severe. This is about how the people who do not stand up and support.
Now imagine how long that person was training. She was doing good to get to 39. She would have won. But all of a sudden you got a guy that competes and look what happened.
Of her now biological daughter, trans daughter, says the impact was so severe that I was forced to take a leave of absence from work because my focus had to shift to protecting my daughter's safety and emotional well-being. No parent should have to choose between their livelihood and protecting their child from public harassment. What is your response to this mother who feels like her trans female daughter is the victim here?
Trans male daughter.
Yeah, we denounce any acts of violence. We don't want to see hate towards any child. So I just want to make that clear. Yet, no one's really talking about the fact that 2 girls in Southern California had to graduate high school early. They were on his volleyball team. They spoke out that they didn't want to play with the male athlete, that they didn't want him in their locker room anymore. And they had to graduate high school early because it was unsafe for those girls to be on campus. So we need to recognize that the girls are losing a lot.
That's messed up.
A lot of girls don't want to speak out because they know they're going to get threats. They know they're going to lose friends. They get the random social media comments attacking them. And so we need to recognize that overall, there's a lot of attacks. And at the end of the day, boys do not belong in girls' sports. Yep.
Oh man, you know it. You know it. I know it. Everybody here knows it. Even Vera knows it. You know that I don't belong in women's sports. I'm gonna totally dominate. I mean, that's crazy, you guys. Ever since back then, they knew it was wrong. Forever, you know it's wrong. Nobody ever thought of something like this happening. That's the perfect example of somebody taking their personal and their mental situation and putting it on you. Just like when you go on the train and it's like that time of a year when you see all of the promotions for like the flag and everything like that. I'm still gonna bring it up. How come they can promote that, but we can't promote man, construction man, hammer, Timberland boots, Carhartt, construction hat? You know what they're gonna call us? They're gonna call us something. Oh yeah, you don't have no love for the such and such. Matter of fact, no, we need as many people with Timberland boots out here and Carhartt jackets on as much as possible. Because the kids, the boys need to see that. How about have them go to the school and do something? How about have a construction worker go in there and talking about, hey, this is how you build a building. You got all of the other broken wristed guys up in there sashaying and all that in front of the kids. How come we have some construction workers go in there? All of a sudden now that don't make no sense, huh? But y'all can put them up in the schools reading books. They got to do with crazy stuff, but that we're against. And if the parents say something about it, you're a bad parent. How dare you talk bad about those people? They deserve to be able to read their books too. Crazy out here, y'all. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Because now, what do we got over here? What we got over here? Oh, yeah. Now we got to get over to one of the next airlines that you got to be careful about, you guys. Because first, on Spirit Air goes out of business. Now you got to worry about the final frontier and hope that it's not going to be the final frontier. I don't know, you guys. I was thinking about taking a flight probably around July the 4th. Going down to Miami, taking a little break, something like that for spring break. I think I deserve it. But then again, if I got to get down there by plane, I'm not so sure about it. I'm not so sure. We got a dramatic video right here that shows the moment a Frontier flight hit a pedestrian. Like we said yesterday, we were talking about this the other day, and we said, how did something get caught up in the motor? What was that flash? Exactly, you guys. We spoke it up. We were talking about it, but they didn't tell us. When they said that somebody got hit by a plane, no, they didn't get hit by a plane. they actually did get, yeah, inside of the motor, and it sparked a flame. And we got the video right here from someone that was on the plane that actually took a video of it when it happened. This is dramatic video that shows the moment a Frontier Airlines flight hits a passenger that was trespassing on the runway. I repeat, the person was trespassing on the runway. Let's go.
This dramatic video appearing to capture the moment a Frontier Airlines flight hit a trespasser on the runway as it was about to take off for Los Angeles.
I heard like a loud boom. People started screaming.
The collision happening last night just after 11 p.m. Frontier Flight 4345 was on the runway at Denver International in the process of taking off when, according to the airport, a pedestrian jumped the perimeter fence and was hit just 2 minutes later while crossing the runway.
We have an identifier.
According to the airline, smoke was reported in the cabin and the pilots aborted takeoff.
There does appear to be,
I knew it.
on the runway.
Pilots deploying emergency signs to evacuate the plane. Videos from on board showing the chaotic aftermath, passengers sliding down.
People were just crying and grabbing on their loved ones and hugging their loved ones.
The Airbus A321 was carrying 224 passengers and 7 crew members. 12 people reporting minor injuries and 5 people were transported to local hospitals. It's unclear how this person made it through, but this is what the perimeter looks like. A fence with barbed wire and still more than half a mile away from the nearest runway.
To have them walk out onto a runway, it's exceedingly rare. It happens in some countries more frequently, but not here in the U.S.
Back in 2020, a man managed to walk on the wing of a passenger jet. And in 2024, authorities found a passenger dead inside a plane engine in Salt Lake City after he breached an emergency exit onto the airfield. Well, the remaining passengers finally made it to LAX on a new Frontier flight. Tonight, the affected runway now back in operation, as Transportation Secretary Duffy warns no one should ever trespass on an airport.
I mean, it's just bonkers. I don't know why anybody would actually do that.
And Liz Courts joins live from Denver International Airport. Liz, any updates on the injured passengers?
Yeah, Jose, officials say that 4 of the 5 passengers hospitalized have been released. We don't know the condition of that 5th person. Authorities have also not released the identity of that trespasser or said anything at this point about a potential motive. Jose?
We thank you for.
Now, what in the world was he doing on the tarmac out there, you guys? That's crazy. You got a lot of people with comments over here that probably know what's going on. Some people may even live out there. Said that that's the neighborhood where there's a lot of D-rugs going on. Somebody said that they're going to sue who, the family? That's crazy right there, you guys. First sign is defense, road trips only. They got to pray for the person that lost their life in that Frontier situation there, you guys. From what we thought was right. Yes, that was somebody that got sucked into the wing, and that spark that you guys saw was the ignition in the flame, and when it blew up, when the motor went out, and that's why they had to stop the plane and get everybody off of there. Want to pray for that person. Hopefully, they didn't do it for what somebody in the comments said. It starts with an S and ends with an E. Could have been that probably as well. Could have been somebody trying to steal luggage. We don't even know what it was. Hopefully they do a little bit of investigation. Maybe they got video footage. I'm surprised they weren't able to get to him early, but still want to pray for him because it could have been just a mistake. Somebody just wandering on D-rugs. Amen. Yeah, could have been on D-rugs. Could have definitely been on D-rugs. Let's get on over to St. Louis, you guys. And if you appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I haven't been asking for anything, you guys. Just been working, putting it down, burning that midnight oil, hoping that you guys appreciate the show and what we got to show. That's right. Trending topics, current events, the #1 family and co-host on YouTube. And I'm your boy, Boogotti NYC. This is our bottom line. Do it every single day. But just to make sure that you don't miss us, hit that notification bell down there because we do go out in the streets and we do interviews. That's what we do. Also, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. And yes, hit that like button. I'm sorry, double tap that screen and get the likes up. All you got to do is this. Bap, bap. Double tap the screen and get those likes up. And if you guys want to try to go for the 500 today, you can. I don't know where we're at with the numbers though, so I don't know if we're going to make it. But let's keep on moving forward. So we're going to get on over here to, we got the situation in St. Louis where we've got a family who had the plan. They were trying to plan a celebration, but now it seems like they're going to plan a double funeral, you guys. That's right, for the mother and the daughter who lost their lives in a fatal car crash in St. Louis. Let's get on over to St. Louis and see what's going on with this situation, you guys.
It should have been a week of graduation caps and gowns for a Rittner High School senior. Instead, a North St. Louis County family is making funeral arrangements. Jordan Lunar Williams was just 18 years old and just crowned prom queen. She and her mother, Cherise Fisher, were killed in a triple fatal car crash on Highway 367 Friday. And a 5 on Your Side exclusive, Melanie Johnson shares how they're now preparing for a final farewell.
And Kelly, the woman who spent years making sure her high school senior reached the graduation stage, killed right beside her just days before they could celebrate that victory together. The family remembered more than just a prom queen tonight, but a superwoman who raised a ray of sunshine.
She's my superwoman. She's my mom.
A double loss.
But I've watched that little girl since the day she came out that womb, and she's everything to me.
Instead of cheering for that little girl in a cap and gown, Erica is now preparing to say a final goodbye. Her sister, Jordan Lunar Williams, and mother, Cherise Fisher, were both killed Friday in a triple fatal crash in Belleville Neighbors on Highway 367.
She gave you such a sense of hope, a sense of pride, a sense of security, a sense of just yourself.
Cherise recently adopted the Rittner High School student, crowned prom queen days before the crash. Jordan's favorite color, purple, blanketing the campus with heartfelt letters left by classmates.
You know, she stood out. Everywhere she went, it was amazing.
As the family prepares to receive Jordan's diploma at graduation.
And I don't want any of her schoolmates or classmates to ever feel like this is the end, because it's not the end. If you knew Jordan, she reached for the stars. So I want you to reach for them too.
For the driver, police say is responsible, Erica is choosing to leave with the grace her mother lived by. Devin Doherty charged with 3 counts of fleeing the scene and driving with a revoked or suspended license.
I'm not angry, I'm hurt. That little boy that took my mom's life was only 20 years old. To take his life away from him would be not what my mom wanted.
3 lives were cut short that Friday, including 28-year-old mom Andrea Medina. The family plans to hold the funerals of Jordan and Cherise together. They are in need of flowers for the service as well as financial contributions. If you would like to help, we have that donation link for you in this story at ksdk.com.
KSDK.com, you guys. KS as in Sam, DK.com. If you guys want to donate, go to their website. It'll be right up under the story. Terrible situation with a mom and daughter not going to be celebrating no more. They have to get funeral arrangements going on right now. I'm so happy for the fact that the daughter has some sort of energy in her, and she's trying to still be a ray of light and try to hold on. But I can imagine how she's feeling with such a loss of her mom as well as her sister. So that was a tragic situation right there. Want to pray for anyone else who's lost family in reckless situations like this, and we will be following up on the story to see what happens to the person that basically did this. Yeah. What happens to him? And we want to just say rest in peace. We want to pray for healing for the family. We want to pray for understanding and calmness. Amen. Yeah, we got to go, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward. Where is Fort Hood? My question is, anybody know where Fort Hood is? I've been trying to find this place because some soldiers seem to have gotten themselves locked up in a situation here, you guys. They were targeting, yeah, you know what they were doing, and it's the number 6, and they're calling them predators. It's in Texas. Well, come on, and thank you so much, Jay Samuels, for letting me know, because guess what? I don't know if you're in Texas, but watch this. Watch this right here. I mean, it was about 9 of them, too. Look at this here.
Closer to home, DPS announced 11 men were
11.
arrested during a 3-day operation in Bell County, targeting those trying to solicit sex from minors online. Fort Hood did confirm that 4 of those arrested are soldiers at the installation. DPS says the suspects believe they were talking with teens online who were really undercover officers. Several law enforcement agencies teamed up, such as Texas Highway Patrol, the Department of the Army Criminal Investigation Division.
And 4 of them are active soldiers, you guys. You hear this? You hear this, right? You hear what's going on here?
And the Bell County DA's office. Yesterday, Fort Hood released a statement identifying the soldiers arrested in the recent operation as Private First Class Christopher Matias, Staff Sergeant Samson St. Loth, Specialist Xavier Barreto, and Staff Sergeant Raymond Rivera Colin. Fort Hood says it is cooperating with local law enforcement.
Somebody wrote the Fantastic Four Dummies. Yeah, it was definitely the Fantastic Four Dummies. And you know what I'm happy about, right? I'm happy that they got caught. That's what I'm happy about. They thought that they was talking to minors. They was talking to Pow Pow. There you go, y'all. Caught 11 of them. Could you imagine the nasty pieces of crap trying to get caught around with some little girls? That's so disgusting. That's nasty, y'all. That was disgusting right there. I'm so glad that they got caught. I'm loving that. Let's get those likes up if you appreciate the fact that they got. They ain't getting out no time soon, I guarantee you. And plus they got to deal with that when they come down to the up down to their sergeant, whoever's still active. They got to deal with with their ranking officers. They're gonna throw them under the bus. They might catch them in the they might have to go to the brigade. That's what they call it over there. They might get locked up. I don't know what they call it, but army jail. That's might be where they're gonna go. Let's get on over to Wisconsin because we got this most wanted guy named Richard Nixon. Yeah, he named himself. He renamed himself after the president. Yes. Richard Nixon. I'm not talking about the Nixon that you guys know, but yeah, he got himself locked up. I'm talking about an arm length of charges. And you know what one of those charges are, right? One of them that we don't like to discuss, but we got to say it. Yeah. Yeah, same thing that we just showed you guys prior. Same thing. I don't want to say it, but let them tell it. Let them tell you what's going on here.
Racine police call him a nuisance. The fugitive has been on the run for 3 years now. Fox 6's Ashley Sears with the presidential nickname that could help identify him.
It's a name synonymous with scandal.
I have never obstructed justice.
History did not take well to Richard Nixon after he stepped down as president, denying he was a criminal.
Well, I'm not a crook.
It's a name this convicted crook is now using as his own.
He is a nuisance. We've been dealing with him in the city of Racine for quite a while.
Richard Nixon Ron has been wanted.
How you gonna name your name? How you gonna change your name to Richard Nixon?
Since 2023.
I think he just becomes a danger to society out here, knowing that what he's done and what he's capable of doing.
Racine Police and U.S. Marshals Task Force Officer Scott Keeling says the fugitive has a shady past involving multiple crimes.
Selling controlled substances, using controlled substances, and also being in possession of firearms.
After going to prison for selling coke, he disappeared while on probation.
We respect all parties here, news and entertainment in all order. Welcome to Our Bottom Line. Like here daily, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's right. That was Liberty and Justice signing on. Let's go.
In 2023, he found himself in trouble again, charged with sexually assaulting a young child in Kenosha.
We take it very serious involving a crime against children, and we committed to looking for him and locking him up on this.
The 35-year-old has a tattoo on his right forearm that reads Dark Lotus and is known around Racine, Kenosha, and in towns up north.
I want him to turn himself in. You know, he needs to face the courts for his charges in Kenosha and also for absconding from his probation.
U.S. Marshals say this Nixon will have a different fate than the 37th president.
Keep someone like him off the street is a win for us.
Thank you, Scooter.
Hoping he resigns to the charges and does some real time.
Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. And he need to be off the street. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How are you going to change your name and name yourself to Richard Nixon? Oh, my God. You guys, it's your boy Boogotti NYC. And you know what I want you guys to do right now? Give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, I'm just kidding with you. Don't give me all the money in your pockets because I know it's hard out here for a pimp. And you gotta save some money for the rent. So I ain't gonna try to hit you up. What I would like for you to do is double tap that screen on your phone to get those likes up. I'm trying to see if you guys can make it to 500 to see if you guys can get some free merch today. Because you know I got a new load that came in, right? New load of keychains, a new load of decals. So if you can make it to 500, I can send it to you right now. That's right, you guys. I already sent a whole load of them out yesterday. I'm going to be giving away 6 of our bottom line keychains. That's right. All you got to do is peel that plastic off there and make your own scratches. That's brand new right there. Or you can get the Our Bottom Line decal. That's right, you guys. If we can reach up to 500, I don't know what kind of miracles we're going to pull off, but let's see if we can do it. 6 people will receive 6 keychains, and 6 people will receive 6 decals. All you got to do is email me, bridgethisllc at gmail.com. It's bridgethisllc at gmail.com. Don't email me if we don't reach 500. I pay attention to the numbers. People be like, "Hey, Boogotti, it's such and such. Here's my address." And I have to, and I hate to get back on your response and say, "I'm so sorry, but we only made it to whatever the number is." It's only working for 500 and more, you guys. 6 keychains and 6 decals. We got to pay the cost to be the boss out here. So we're going to trade off. You guys give up those likes, and I'll give up the decal, and I'll give up the keychain. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. Where we going with this right now? I know I got a ton more stuff for you guys right now. Let's go. This is a sad situation right here. We got a father of an murdered teen that sues Meta and New York City in a $50 million lawsuit. They're suing Meta. I want to tell you guys another thing before I play this video right here. I've learned from losing, and I've learned from other people losing as well. There was a guy named Sean Tyson. He used to live on 111th Street and 7th Avenue. Had one of those big black and silver Suzuki motorcycles. We used to really like him because he had that big kind of diesel kid, kind of strong little guy, right? One day we found out that his brother was getting into a problem, and his brother ran and got him. So his brother went around there to help him out. Next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. Sean Tyson is no more, lost his life. That let me know from that day, be careful when people come to get you. They used to come get me a lot because they couldn't, next thing you know, you wind up because of somebody coming to get you. And another thing you got to realize is if you really care about somebody, the same way that we thought after Sean lost his life, his brother was walking around like so sad. Why? Because he felt terrible for bringing his brother to a situation where he lost his life. So there's a big thought that you got to put in before you're bringing somebody, going to get somebody, keeping crap going. Doesn't pay off, you guys. Sometimes you need to let it go and let it woosah. For real. I'm telling you. Trust me, I learned from my mistakes and I learned from other people's mistakes. We got a situation here where I said a father of an murdered teen sues Meta. I'm going to say one thing. She went to the person's house that threatened to stills nab her and waited in the lobby, and girl came down and did it right in the foyer. So that's one thing I do want to say. When someone threatens you, don't be like, "Okay, well, I'm coming over there." Because 9 times out of 10, now you're on their turf and they feel even more, more energized to do something to you to protect themselves. Check this sad situation out here, you guys.
Father grieving in the Bronx now demanding answers after the tragic death of his teenage daughter.
Emily Lynn Mizell was just 17 when she was fatally stabbed by another teen in Soundview in 2024. Emery's father calling the act the horrifying ending of a month-long cyberbullying campaign.
Now he is taking Meta and the city of New York to court, accusing them of failing to prevent the violence. Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim with this story.
She was a smart girl. She wanted to be a nurse. She liked to dance. Tony Mizell says his whole world has been flipped upside down. 2 years after his 17-year-old daughter, Emery Lynn Mizell, was viciously stabbed to death by a 15-year-old girl. He still wonders what more he could have done. She cried to me like, as a girl, she keeps saying things. And, I'm just like, leave it alone. When I go to school, they didn't, that girl wasn't coming to school. So it was like, there was no conference that happened. Her family says it happened after Emery was on the receiving end of weeks of harassment and bullying online. Fatally stabbed outside the assailant's building in the Soundview section of the Bronx.
Fatally stabbed outside the assailant's building in Soundview in the Bronx.
Emery's father says the suspect waited for his daughter as she was walking to school. Emery was stabbed in her chest. The assailant was charged with murder. Emery's father says before the attack, the suspect threatened to stab his daughter on Instagram. Her family now filing a $50 million wrongful death lawsuit against Meta,
the city, and ACS.
Max One says, "What about the parents' accountability?" Silver, not sure what's wrong, but okay, let's keep going. Look like Tretch. Okay, pray for the parents. Okay, what y'all got for this? Crazy. The kids fight scared me. They go too far. We used to do this. Remember? They used to do this. That little DEMON was waiting on her. Yeah, I heard that too. Thank you for pointing that out. Didn't hear that last time, Big Surge. Did not catch that last time. So what was she waiting in her lobby and the girl probably walks by there, huh? Didn't even think about that and probably enticed her, started talking to her, got her to come inside of the foyer and probably did it there. Never know how it went down. I would love to see the video though, or find out how it happened. Not see the video, but know how it happened. Let's go.
Should be held accountable for what happened here, as well as the city agency that's responsible for children.
He could have pulled her out and enrolled in an online education. The world is a ghetto. You right about a lot of this stuff. Sent laughing. This okay. You guys are right about a lot of this. A lot of this stuff. You guys are totally right about the getting her out of that school, putting her in another one. But also, you're right. You're right too, Jolena. Can't blame the parents all the time because they don't know the severity of what's going on. But I guess now they're gonna pay attention because he does have another daughter. Let's keep going.
The knife that was used was from the family's home, and ACS should have done more to supervise this child. ACS is reviewing the lawsuit. Meta declined comment, but states in its policies that content involving threats, bullying, and harassment are removed. This is different. You know, I got to see her sister who looks just like her. When I go home, it's like my heart just dropped all over again. I feel like it just happened yesterday. Emery's father says his youngest daughter now sleeps in the living room to be close to her sister's cremated remains. In Brooklyn, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
They said they sleep in the living room next to her cremated remains just to be close to her. They still going through it, you guys. They going through it, and that's a terrible situation right there. I want to pray for the father. I want to pray for the daughters. I want to pray for every single person in this situation, in this tragedy. Also, people, please be responsible for your children and know where they're at all times. When things like this happen, never take small things as small. No situation anymore is small, especially when it's an argument with kids or with teens. They don't know how to play small. They also don't know how we used to do when it come down to Generation X. We used to fight, put the Vaseline on their hair, have a little bit of scrap or whatever like that, but we come back for the next one. You want to go again, you say something at lunchtime, and you do what you got to do. That's about it. You better work out because the next time it's going to be realer. But we never thought about stuff like this, I'll tell you that. Less of this was going on. I want to pray for the kids of today, and hopefully they understand that their lives are so valuable. Amen. I keep on looking at the ages of all of these children, of like how they lose their lives. So beautiful, so young. They haven't even had a chance to experience life yet. 17 years old. Think about how old you are now. And think about 17. Would you want anybody not to experience even the bad times? I'm telling you, that's why I keep on telling people, oh, life was rough for me. Life was this. I'd rather experience a rough life than losing in my life when I was 17 years old or something like that. And myself, I'm lucky to actually be here too, because I've been in situations just like that. But that's why I can tell people, sometimes it's us. Sometimes we need to chill. Sometimes we need to stop combating and stop trying to walk into stuff. Somebody want to argue with us? You know what? You got it, homeboy. That's another thing that's scary too. You ever try to do that and then they want to keep on playing, keep on coming because of the fact that now they're looking at you like you're weak? It's hard out here. No matter how you do it, all I can say to you guys is be safe out there, navigating through life because it's real. And hopefully the Lord will protect us as much as he can. Our Father. Let's keep on going over there, you guys. We got to get on over to New York. Are we going there? Oh, no, we got it there. No, we're going back over to Washington right now. Oh, where we going right now? Oh, boy. We got this shock that leaves Washington dramatically. Yeah, we're just gonna see what's going on in Washington real quick. I gotta read it off of here because I swear to you guys, sometimes Apple spell check will make you say some stupid stuff because they swear that they know what they're doing. You ever do spell check and look back at it and there's nothing that you said? Let's keep on moving. We're gonna do it over here. We got a tax shock. We got Washington with a dramatic shift that leaves residents stunned. Taxes, you guys, you know how they're trying to draw these lines. They're changing a lot of things up. Let's see what's going on over in Washington right now. They left it. Goes to show you how bad that last clip's audio was.
Washington State raising taxes on millionaires to 9.9%, first state income tax. There's nothing voters can do about it either. The state Supreme Court ruling that the nuke tax cannot be challenged. Same thing that's about to come to New York if Mom Dami does it. The billionaires tax and the tax on second homes. By a voter referendum. Lawmakers knew what they were doing. Public records show that Democrats tried to write the bill to bypass such a referendum. It is no secret why. Taxes are unpopular. Washington
I like Frederick.
residents have rejected 10 attempts to impose an income tax in that state since 1934. So I'm gonna tell you like this. I heard you, Angels. Your silent game is no joke. You better be careful with people that's silent too. How about that? Be careful when you yelling at somebody in their face. Nah, what you gonna do? Okay, you got it. Cause that be the one that don't want to act like it's nothing. Let you make it for about 3 weeks. Next thing you know, yeah. Larry Kudlow, please take the floor, sir.
No taxation without representation. It says so right in the Declaration of Independence. That's what it says. We fought a war against King Charles the First. Was it the first? This is Charles the Third.
Yes, we're currently on the third.
No, it's George.
Let's get to some fun times right here. I actually love what this guy's about to do. People like this, I don't know if he rich, own an oil field, or oil well, or gold mine, but he must have some serious bread, him and his wife, because they decided to pay off everybody's tuition for the last year of their college. And they just announced it just now. So Wilson, oh boy, if you guys went to Wilson in your last 2025, you spent a whole bunch of money on tuition, and you got to cash out by 2026, you don't owe jack because they about to pay it for you. Watch this. Watch this speech right here. Wilson.
To my father, Prakash Chan Kosar, that is my father, who you welcome. I would like to provide a graduation gift. Somebody's upset. And to all who had taken out an educational loan during your senior year. So everybody that took a loan out in your senior year, that's all of you who did this. It is our intent to make Wilson College affordable for all, starting with this graduation class. So what are we giving? It is my privilege to announce today that in honor of my father, my wife Marilyn and I are providing a graduation gift to cover all the final year educational loans incurred by the Wilson College graduates during the 25-26 academic year.
I don't know if he own an oil field, but they got some dough to do that. He just said that to the entire school, by the way. And look how many people in there.
That's right. That's right. This is it. This is the day that washed my debt away. Oh, happy day. Wash the debt away. Let's hear it one more time for these great students and what we're allowing them to do. So my wife and I hope as you leave Rebels, we've unshackled some of that so that you can go out with greater freedom to pursue your goals, take risks, build lives, and work so hard to achieve. Graduates, the world is waiting for what you create with no friggin' last year debt. Congratulations to 2026. Time to go forward and let your inner spirit guide you to create extraordinary impact on the world. Go get them. Wilson for life. Come on, Wilson for life. Wilson for life. Wilson for life. All right, thank you.
Do you see how many people? And they said if you guys took out a loan last year and you graduate, oh, look, this is the graduating class right here. Man, listen, I go take out a loan right now if I was them. I got people in the comments like Frederick that was like, man, I wish I was graduating that year and I was going there. Look at Down syndrome. Don't even go there. He over there talking about Wilson for life. I get you. They about to sue him for lying. That's my friend, or a pair of very good people. Okay, amazing. God bless him. That's right, you guys. That was good right there. I love stuff like that. We're going to pray for him and pray for his family. That's alma mater right there, coming back for the school. He didn't have to do that. He said, I'm paying for everybody's tuition. I mean, everybody who took out a loan for the last 2 years paid that back. That's right. Give up those prayers. That's right. It's no fun to have it and can't share it with people. And look how many people he shared it with. And imagine how many lives he changed. Imagine how many lives he changed. Is money worth that? There you go. Amen. He got that dough to do. I was like, yo, I said, wait a minute. Did your father leave you an oil field? Because you must have some serious money. Somebody in the comments said he must be a kabillionaire. I never heard of kabillionaire, but I get what you're saying. Let's get on over to Patterson right now, you guys, because we got a situation where it ain't over. I'm sorry, we still got a little bit of news going on in New Jersey, and it don't change. We got some powing going on over in New Jersey. You know how it is in Patterson. So yeah, they looking to try to find who did it. They got the cars out there and everything taped off. So let's go.
Yeah, Joe and Tanya, we know that multiple people were shot, but we are still waiting to hear from authorities just how many and their conditions. Take a look at the scene behind me. We can see that there are multiple shell casings. We are hearing 4 to 5 victims, but possibly more. And again, we do not know their conditions tonight. Police have marked dozens of pieces of evidence at this intersection, including shell casings. And we have seen some video from a neighbor that is too graphic to air in this broadcast, showing what looks like at least 2 shooting victims on the ground earlier tonight. It also shows police rather forcefully holding another man down on the ground, and he is yelling, "Help my brother." Now, there are people here who are upset and confused after seeing this. This is at Rosa Parks Boulevard and Godwin Avenue here in Patterson. There were reports of shots fired at around 9 tonight. We spoke with a city councilman who ran inside for cover when he heard the shots and then came over here to see what happened.
So multiple people got shot right here. My office is a block away from here. I was working with all my volunteers and I hear all the shooting. So it was scary. I mean, it just, this is out of control.
Yeah, that council member, we should tell you, is running for mayor against the current mayor, and he is still waiting for an update from police on exactly how many people were shot, their ages, and their conditions tonight. Police are still gathering evidence at this scene, which, as you mentioned, is still very active. A shooting with multiple victims, and we are still waiting to hear just how many. Police and investigators with the Passaic County Prosecutor's Office expect to have a very busy night ahead, figuring out exactly what led to this incredible violence here tonight.
Just so you guys know, that's not New York. That is Patterson, New Jersey. Patterson, New Jersey. Still got to pray for the people that got hurt. Hopefully no one lost their lives. But they did say that it looked like 2 people did. Possibility of that happening. You guys, I don't like to walk you into stories like this blindly. I try to give you something calm to see first and then prepare you for it. But yes, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. And I cannot do but so much to try to bring it to you a certain way. So still want to try to pray for the families of the people who lost their lives in this tragic event in New Jersey. And I got to say one more thing, you guys. It's not even summertime yet. Be careful out there, especially if you're going to be outside in bad neighborhoods and stuff, because it doesn't have to be you. It could be the crossfire, and it could be you involved in something that happens. Not trying to tell you to stay home in fear. Just be careful out there. Real talk. Let's keep on moving forward to what I call a great story, a good story, because we've been following things that have to do with stuff like this and trash food like this. I don't know how many people still go into this restaurant, but it's okay. I mean, I know I said what I said a second ago, but I've weaned myself off of McDonald's. Once I found out about the meat, even the French fries, they stay fresh for too long. They don't. I mean, how can you keep some French fries out for about a week or two and they still look the same? I don't get it. Makes me wonder what it's doing in my body, if my body can even break it down. Again, I've always questioned those French fries, and they're very addictive when they're hot. But what's up when they're not? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got some great news as far as I'm concerned. That's right. McDonald's is failing to grow. Consumer spending is tightening. While their prices are rising at McDonald's, consumers are not going to McDonald's and fast food chains anymore. Could it be because a meal is like 20 something dollars now? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Even though they're trying to say that they got value meals. Where? I don't see nothing about no value meal going on no more. They been got rid of that. They better try to bring it back if they want to make some money, because this is where they're losing money, trying to price gouge at McDonald's.
McDonald's missed its US sales growth target in the first quarter. The world's biggest burger chain posted US same-store sales growth of 3.9%, below Wall Street estimates. Thursday's update showed low-price meal deals and limited-time offers struggled to draw diners. Consumers have recently pulled back on spending due to higher fuel.
Look at that, $12 to $15 for breakfast. I know what you're talking about. I know.
Grocery costs. CEO Chris Kempczinski said the operating environment was still challenging. That was despite McDonald's beating quarterly estimates for revenue and profit. Several US restaurant chains like Wingstop and Domino's have reported weaker quarterly sales growth. They cited a hit to customer spending from soaring gasoline prices caused by the Iran war. Wall Street analysts also argue lower income consumers have turned more selective. It's seen buyers trade down to simpler single item orders rather than full meals. Data from Placer.ai showed US traffic was uneven at McDonald's through the first quarter.
Somebody said $12 for a Big Mac, no thanks. And how about this? Whoever said that, Adam, I guarantee you they mad small. I guarantee you they mad small. He said he got 2 Subway footlongs yesterday with $35. See what I'm saying? This don't make no sense, y'all. And don't go to Five Guys. You guys, tell me what the price of this costs right now. Let's go for it. Double cheeseburger, fries with a drink. Five Guys. I don't eat it, but you guys tell me what it costs. What does that right there cost at Five Guys? And I'm gonna get after that. We're gonna do a what's the other one? Chick-fil-A is just as expensive. Forget about it. Just as expensive.
Same-store visits fell 1.3% in January due to winter storms.
Get Jay Rich.
Traffic bounced back just under 4% in February on pent-up demand, but slipped again in March. On a global scale, McDonald's found comparable sales rose 3.8%, slightly behind analyst forecasts, although it was an improvement on last year's numbers. The firm's total.
So, Brez, how you eating there? You got money to eat, spend $27 every time you go out? Every time you go out, you got $27? Or Brittany, you got $25 to $30 every single time you go out? Scott, come on, Kyle. You serious? This don't make no sense. It's massively expensive. Like, you can't, how are you gonna do that? Imagine you eat every meal out, 3, 6, that's like $90 a day. And then you're gonna really be sick now, because why? All of the stuff that we learned, the inflammation, the nasty food that ain't no good for you. You're not getting any vitamins out of it. It's doing nothing for you. I got another one coming up about fast food. Since we know about this so far, we really need to get into that. What's in those burgers? What's in those fries? How much beef is in there? Yeah, you guys, let's go. Sam Champion, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Boogotti, since I talked to you, life is looking up. That's because we're good people over here. We pray for each other. And I'm telling you, Sam, I'm going to tell everybody right now, I'm going to tell them your business. This is how you do it right now. I'm going to tell you guys something. When you're doing good, when something happens good for you, don't stop. Don't say, hey, I got a job. Hey, no, you hot right now, fool. Go and get them. What else you want to do? Put in for that. Go do that. Go push up on the weekend. What else you got? That money you get from that, reinvest it in something. Keep on making the money flow. And you know what you do also? You do this. And you do this. And you just keep on. Rinse, wash, repeat. Rinse, wash, repeat. Rinse, wash, repeat. Keep your head down and keep on doing what you got to do. And the man upstairs is going to bless you. Block all of the nonsense out. Tunnel vision for what you're trying to do. Have a good heart, good spirits and intentions, and can't nobody knock your hustle. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to this situation right here with this PlayStation. PlayStation. That's right, you guys, because if you was part of PlayStation, that means that Sony is agreeing to $7.8 million settlement over PlayStation store charges. Are you eligible? Don't run and jump the gun. You're only going to make about $3 to $1, but it's news. Don't want everybody getting excited about it. I'm just telling you guys the truth about it, telling you what they're doing. Yeah, it's a big number, but guess who's making the most money? The lawyer. Anytime it's a class action lawsuit, the lawyers make the most money. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Welcome back, everyone. So, if you recently bought a game on the PlayStation Store, you could be eligible for a refund. Sony agreed to a $7.8 million settlement after being accused of monopolizing the market and charging more for its digital games. Anyone who bought certain games from April 2019 to December of 2023 eligible without having to do a thing.
You're eligible without having to do a thing. If you bought a Sony game from 2019 to 2023, you are eligible for a $3 rebate, $3 money back.
Sony did not admit any wrongdoing while agreeing to the settlement. And GameStop says that it's offering to buy eBay for $55.5 million. In a letter, CEO says that the plan is to cut costs and combine eBay's online operation with GameStop's brick and mortar stores. Experts say the bid is a bit audacious, though, and a fact set indicates that GameStop was only worth about $12 billion.
So eBay trying to buy GameStop. Let's see if that goes through, you guys. Somebody said that they got the PlayStation 5 and Sony has been tripping. Why they been tripping? They trying to get you to get the 6, because you know how that happens. All of a sudden, when they want you to get the next one, something starts happening with the last one. You guys notice that? That's not the only company that does that. Apple does it too. Oh, we're no longer honoring this sort of thing. We're no longer updating this. Come on, man. I bought this phone for a whole bunch of money. How you gonna try to tell me I can't still have an iPhone 11? Somebody said that yesterday. I got an iPhone 11 and I'm still kicking. I ain't even mad at you. You know why? That's my sense of thinking. I'm like, you know what? There's gonna be. How about this, you guys? This is my thought of thinking right here. There is gonna be an iPhone 25. There is going to be an iPhone 30. There will be an iPhone 40. Does that mean that you have to have it? That's my sense of thinking all the time, because I look at it like this. I'd rather have the money and say, I can get that if I want it. I can get that if I want it. That's a good song right there. I can get that if I want it. I can get that if I want it. I can get that if I want it, and don't get it. Don't even get it. Keep that old phone, stack your dough, and if you get like that where you balling out of control and you feel like that, no doubt you can do it. But switching and getting with the times just because the new 17 has just come out, the new 21 with the lightning port. I'm not doing that crap. Keep your money, save it for a rainy day, and trust me, you'll feel much better. That's right, take my advice. When you have money, you don't have money. Do that. Put up all of the money and only pay your bills and forget how much you have. Now keep on working until you make some more and make that money work and invest in itself. Yeah, invest it some kind of way. I invested in keychains with you guys. That's what I do with my money. Let's keep on going, you guys. And yes, please, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up if you appreciate the content. And if you have not, subscribe to the channel and give me all the money in your pockets. Go get a membership right now for $2.99. Or you can subscribe for free. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Tampa. The police arrest 22 teens after a takeover. Yeah, they took over the city park, you guys. And guess what? The sad part about this is the teens are now outnumbering the police. They're outnumbering the police. They say chaos broke out at Curtis Hickson Park in Tampa, Florida, where a mob of teens attempted to take over, causing what police describe as significant disruptions, fights, and other issues in the park.
I need some of the units that have their vehicle over at Gasparilla Plaza, if they can return to their vehicle, we need someone to put these pencil teams in. Okay, so units for those vehicles at Gasparilla Plaza, please return to your vehicle.
Yeah, because them police don't be playing in Florida. I'm telling you now, they don't play. See how many kids out there? Look at the kids being chased by the police and all that. Look at the drones. Oh, oh, oh. fighting. Look at this. Look at this.
What's going on?
In March, another chaotic takeover attempt happened at the Florida businesses, but 8 were arrested.
My director is asking for an officer on the police here.
And he got a weapon.
I'm walking home right now. Go.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. No direction. They're just letting them out the crib. And they're talking about we need a community here. It takes a village, you guys. It takes a village. You hear what I'm telling you? It takes a village. But like I tell you guys, every time we see something like that, what do I say to you? You have to give us something to work with, Mom. Can you give us something to work with, Dad? Because you're trying to throw it out on us in the world and in the streets and in the offices and in schools and in different places that we need a village to help us out, but can you give us a product to work with? Give us some Play-Doh, something to help mold. We're not giving us that. And another thing I'm noticing about a lot of these kids is they have no sense of God, God, the Bible, their souls, where they can possibly go, things of that nature. Have no idea, none of that, no spirituality at all. That's another sad thing. Because if you don't have any fear of where you can possibly going, Lord knows what you're going to be getting yourself into. Sad because we had to worry about stuff like that. We definitely did. And we really prayed on it and we felt it was real and and necessary. And my grandmother wasn't playing about it. And my mother wasn't either. You got to do it. That's right. It starts at home, Jolena. Stop talking about all that village stuff. It starts at home. Give us something to work with. Let's get on over to Nashville, Tennessee. Laverne woman warns drivers about the sliding in the gas stations. Be careful. I saw this myself and I was so happy to be able to help this one lady. I was walking my dog when I had a pit bull. His name was, I think that was Shadow. That's right. I was walking Shadow and he's a banger. He ain't no joke. So I'm walking Shadow and I see a lady. She does something that I don't think is too smart at all. She goes to the passenger side of her car. She walks out of her house. She puts her purse inside the passenger seat of her car. She closes the door. She proceeds to walk around to the back of the car to go into the front seat. But before she can get to the front seat, there was a guy walking up the street, opened the door, grabbed her purse, and ran into the building. So now she's not even at the door. She's like, oh, and I saw what happened. And because I like to have fun, yeah, I don't know if you guys think it's right, but anyone that's running when a dog is there, when a dog sees somebody running, well, the first thing that they think is to chase. So I just took the dog off the leash and said, get him. And the next thing you know, he didn't make it to the door with that bag. He got caught by his ankle, by his calf, hakata, right there. Oh, get this crazy dog off me. Ah, ah. So then, of course, I go over there and I take the purse for the lady and I say, there you go. Let her get her purse. What do you want to do about him? Meanwhile, get this damn dog off of me. She's like, yeah, let him go, because the dog doing enough. Okay, come on, let's go. I let the dog go. Gave him a nice treat. Good boy. Good boy. He did his job. But you're not going to have help like that all the time. I'm telling you guys, make sure if you get in your car, get in your car with your bag. I don't care how uncomfortable it is or whatever. Get inside the driver's seat with your purse and then go and do what you got to do. Because I done seen some crazy things happen. That was my version of sliding, but the wrong way. He caught it bad. I caught another dude like that too. Thought he could snatch my chain and run up the block. Oh man, and then he stayed in the same neighborhood. I literally went home and got the dog for him. Hunted him down like crazy. We don't play that around here. You're not gonna get an easy one from me. I'm sorry. And I'm here. Call me what you want. Yo, why you have your dog do that? Call me what you want. My dog is different, but you can still pet him. But just be a little careful. And I'm just telling you, where I'm from, if you don't have a protective animal or protective people or whatever like that, you're going to get got. Call me what you want. He was on the ground talking about, oh, Get this damn dog off me. Yeah, I'm gonna get him off you. And I made sure she got her purse first while he was still down there. Yeah, give him a little bit of taste of that stuff and let him know what he after. Good boy. Now let's go. I felt so good doing that for that lady. Let's go over here and find this situation over here where this Laverne woman warns a driver after her wallet gets stolen.
For you tonight, a woman was targeted by a thief at a gas station in Laverne. It's a recent crime trend called sliding, and it has had police across the midstate on alert now for the past few months. WSNBC Amber Jayant explains what happened and how that woman got her wallet back. A quick stop at this Walmart gas station in Laverne cost Dawn Barbie more than she planned. Yeah, shy of $285 in cash. In seconds, it was gone. Not from gas prices. Instead, Dawn said she was a victim of sliding. Got out and I was
Oh, don't sleep on the German Shepherds. They even better with it because they pay attention. See, a pit, you got to tell them what to do. A pit, you could actually hit somebody, take something from somebody. A German Shepherd or a Doberman, they're gonna be like, yo, hold up, there was $5 on that counter over there. That's how smart a German Shepherd or a Doberman. I think I remember $5 bill being on that table over there. Let me check your pockets. What? A Doberman will shake you down. So, and a German Shepherd no too.
Paying for my gas at the pump with my card. Dawn tells us she was here on the side of her truck pumping gas when a person came up here to the passenger door, opened it, and grabbed her wallet and was gone within minutes. I got back in the car to put my card back in my wallet. My wallet wasn't there, and I was like, I know I just had my wallet. After checking the area, she called police. They reviewed surveillance video, determining she was a victim of a thief sliding into her truck. And the officer come back and he said, yep, you got. It's a crime trend.
A Boxer, an Akita, what's the other certain ones and them real smart ones? Oh, they gonna watch you. They gonna and you what you took off that table over there. And they got the sharp teeth. They don't lock, but their teeth is so sharp, you gonna bleed. You gonna bleed.
That police say hit the Nashville area months ago, often targeting distracted people at the pump, driving large pickups and SUVs. In this case, police were able to get a tag number, finding the owner of the car who returned the cash to Dawn. So she decided not to press charges. My husband was like, what? No way. And I was like, yeah, no, can you believe it? He's like, I think God's telling me to restore my faith. I'm thinking this was just a young kid who seen an opportunity and made a bad choice. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll turn him down a different path. No, you should have got him arrested, got him charged for doing something like that. Because it's a different feeling when you get this. And then you're like this. Watch your head. It's a different situation. And then what you do is if you want to try to make a point, you show up at court. And then you say you're going to let it go. And then you hope that he's not going to do nothing else. But then again, I still don't know. Because what if you're the seventh person he already did that to? He's already used to doing it. I understand that you have a good heart, but everybody don't. And some people need to pay for what they did. Exactly. Right now, police are reminding everyone to always lock your doors, keep your keys with you, and to keep your valuables out of sight. Amber Jayant, WSMV4. No, so me, I'm going to say I think he should have caught it. She probably should have let him go through the system and let him go ahead and get what he deserved, because you're not helping him by letting him go. He's going to be like, whew, now let me see what I can do. Maybe next time I won't get caught. He going to wait for it to get rough again and try something different. Probably start pickpocketing or something dumb like that. Let's keep on going for what we got over here. Oh, is that? No, I think we did that one already. Guess what this one is? And thank you. I don't know if you're here today, because if it wasn't for you, last week you came through with a lot of them, and I got to give props to Money Tree. Money Tree, you in this health and wellness section, I got to give you props, bro. You do your thing. Money Tree came through again for us, you guys. I don't know if Money Tree is here, but we want to thank Money Tree for today's health and wellness section. If you guys are leaving, I'll see you later. Hope you have a good day. Hit that like button on the way out, but the sad part is you're going to miss a great video, especially for all of my green thumbs.
This is going to give you a few additions to what you may start planting in your garden. You guys have seen my garden. You see what's going on in there. We got tomatoes, we got some peas popping up, we got some real good things going on. And yes, next time we do the spotlight, I will be showing you how my garden is coming along because it's so big now, I can't even start picking up stuff and bringing it to you. That's how happy I am. That's right, you guys. We're growing fruits, we're growing vegetables right in the living room in an apartment in New York. No excuses. I'm not trying to hear it. Let's keep on moving forward because today we're going to get into some plants. But these plants are really good for you. We go, my boy Sam Champion right there. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Everybody follow in line like Sam. Here we go, you guys. Someone says I have a cactus. Let's get into this, guys. You ready? Let's go. We got 10 indoor plants for healing and wellness. Come on, man. Why not? Why just do the stuff that we can eat when we can go about put plants in our house that's going to help with toxins, that's going to help clean the air like an air purifier. There's even plants that make you feel better. We've got lilac and certain things like lavender that help you with stress and depression. Why don't you guys have these plants in your homes? Do you have any idea how beautiful an orchid is and what it does to a room and how it makes you feel? Let's get into it, you guys. We got it. We're going to start it off right now with 10 indoor plants for health and wellness. Thank you so much, Money Tree, for coming through. Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. Let's go.
Did you know that the right plant in your home could literally help you breathe better, sleep deeper, and even feel happier? No, I'm not saying a ficus is going to replace your therapist, but some plants come pretty close. So, what are the best indoor plants for healing and wellness? And more importantly, which ones are actually worth your time? Stick around because today we're counting down 10 indoor plants that can transform your health, both physically and mentally. And trust me, the number one might just surprise you.
And what are we doing? Y'all ready? 10 indoor plants for healing and wellness. Yes, we're talking about cutting that aloe vera, putting it on the cuts. Yes, we're talking about that today. We going there. And you can grow this stuff right in your own home. I don't want to hear no excuses. Here we go. 10 indoor plants for healing and wellness. Transform your health. The name of the channel is Green Life Zen. Green Life Zen. And all of our people that are in our Discord, you know, as soon as it's over, the link will be in the Discord so you can play it right there along with yesterday's, the day before that. Because every single day, what do? We put the health and wellness clips in the Our Bottom Line Discord so you guys can check them out.
Let's go. All right, let's kick things off with a plant number 10 that's practically a first aid kit with roots.
You knew it.
Aloe vera. You've probably heard about its ability to soothe sunburns, but did you know this plant is also an air purifier? That's right. Aloe works hard to remove toxins like formaldehyde from the air, making your home healthier with zero effort. But here's something even cooler. Aloe vera is a built-in warning system for bad air quality. If its leaves start developing brown spots, it's actually reacting to pollutants in your home. Imagine that. Your plant is literally trying to tell you something. And let's not forget its medicinal magic. Break off a leaf, and inside, you'll find a gel packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and anti-inflammatory compounds. It's great for cuts, burns, and even dry skin. Some people even drink aloe juice for digestive health, but
be careful because it can turn into a laxative if you have too much.
heads up, too much can be a laxative, so moderation is key. So if you want a plant that's low maintenance, useful, and pretty much a personal wellness assistant, aloe vera is the way to go. But if aloe helps with healing, what about a plant that helps you sleep better? Let's check out number 9.
Lavender.
Next up, let's talk about a plant that's basically nature's chill pill, lavender. You've probably seen it in candles, essential oils, and fancy spa products, but why not have the real thing in your home? Here's the deal. Lavender isn't just about smelling nice. Studies show that its scent can actually lower heart rate, reduce stress, and promote deep sleep. That's right, just having a lavender plant nearby can help you unwind after a long day. Ever struggled with tossing and turning at night? Instead of counting sheep, maybe it's time to count lavender pots.
It helps you sleep too, calms you.
But wait, it gets even better. This plant is also a natural air freshener and mood booster. Feeling overwhelmed or anxious? Just rubbing a few lavender leaves between your fingers and inhaling the scent can instantly bring a sense of calm. Some research even suggests that lavender may help with headaches and mild pain relief. And the best part?
It's easy to grow indoors. Just give it plenty of sunlight and don't overwater. So, if stress relief is on your wish list, lavender might be the perfect plant for you. But what if you want a plant that not only relaxes you, but also cleanses the energy in your home? Let's talk about
Peace
number
lily.
8
The
for
peace
tonight.
lily.
Peace lily, a plant that does it all. This beauty isn't just easy on the eyes, it's also one of the best natural air purifiers out there. And when I say air purifier, I mean NASA literally tested it and found
NASA, you guys hear this? NASA tested this. NASA tested it.
this beauty isn't just easy on the eyes, it's also one of the best natural air purifiers out there. And when I say air purifier, I mean NASA literally tested it and found that it removes harmful toxins like benzene, formaldehyde, and carbon monoxide from the air. So if you want to breathe cleaner air at home, Peace Lily is your new best friend.
Who was that said I grew my aloe from a baby plant. Now she's growing 4 more little babies. Just the gift that keeps on giving, Miss Chocolate, huh?
But wait, there's more. This plant isn't just about physical wellness. It's also believed to have spiritual benefits. Many people say it absorbs negative energy and promotes peace, which makes sense given its name. Ever walked into a room and just felt the vibe was off? A peace lily might help shift the energy and bring a sense of calm. Plus, let's be honest, it's super low maintenance. It even tells you when it's thirsty by drooping its leaves, so there's no guesswork involved. Just keep it out of direct sunlight and you're good to go.
Eureka.
So if you want a plant that cleans your air and balances your space, Peace Lily is a must-have. But what if I told you there's a plant that can act like a natural humidifier? Let's move on to number 7.
Eureka.
Next up, let's talk about a plant that's like having a tiny rainforest in your living room, the Eureka palm. This plant isn't just about aesthetics, though let's be honest, it does make any space feel like a tropical paradise.
It's also pet friendly. Be careful because your pet might want to go on it too, depending on the kind of pet you got.
It's actually one of the best natural humidifiers out there. Here's how it works. Eureka palm releases moisture into the air through a process called transpiration. This means it can help with dry skin, irritated sinuses, and even respiratory issues, especially during winter when indoor heating sucks all the moisture out of the air.
So you might want to put a Eureka in there to substitute for all of the moisture that's being taken out. And also crack that window a little bit. Come on now.
Or wake up with a scratchy throat or stuffy nose. This plant might just be the solution you didn't know you needed, but that's not all. It's also an air purifying powerhouse. Just like the peace lily, Eureka palm helps remove toxins like formaldehyde, benzene, and carbon monoxide. Plus, it's pet friendly, a rare find in the indoor plant world. The best part? It's super easy to care for. Just keep it in bright, indirect light and water when the soil feels dry. So if you want a plant that moisturizes the air and detoxifies your space, Eureka palm is
the more plants and the more foliage and the more plant life that you have around is better for you guys. Trust me. Just the life being around, you can talk to them, they respond to you. How many people actually talk to their plants before and see them respond? Or you give them water and you see how they live and they move. After a while, you won't even want to eat them or do anything with them because it becomes like a member of the family. It's crazy. It's happened to me before.
The way to go. But what if you need a plant that sharpens your mind and smells amazing? Let's talk about
rosemary.
All right. Let's talk about a plant that doesn't just smell incredible. It sharpens your mind, boosts your mood, and even enhances memory.
Yep.
Rosemary.
Yep.
The ultimate herb for healing and wellness. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't rosemary just for cooking? Sure, it's fantastic in the kitchen, but its benefits go way beyond flavor. Research has shown that the scent of rosemary can actually improve focus and memory retention. In fact, studies suggest that just inhaling its aroma can help with mental clarity and concentration. So if you struggle with brain fog or need an all-natural productivity hack, keeping a rosemary plant on your desk is a game changer.
See, people didn't even think about stuff like this. You don't even know what these plants do. What if we have a couple of them around in a room? What could he be doing for us? Because now we got to look at that like that room is now controlled. I'd rather be controlled by the plants. Also, air purifiers, taking all of the bad stuff out of the air. Plants ain't no joke, yo. Plants rock.
But wait, there's more. Rosemary is also known for its stress relieving and mood lifting properties. Ever rub a fresh rosemary leaf between your fingers? The essential oils released instantly create a sense of calm. Plus, it has antibacterial properties, making it a great addition to your wellness routine. And the best part?
It's easy to grow indoors. Just give it plenty of sunlight and well-drained soil, and you'll have a plant that not only smells amazing, but also supports your mind and body. But what if you're looking for a plant that cleans the air and promotes better sleep?
Jasmine. Jasmine.
Imagine a plant that not only fills your home with a heavenly, soothing fragrance, but also helps you sleep better and feel happier. Sounds like magic, right? Well, that's exactly what jasmine does.
That's probably why they took the name Jasmine and used it for women, because of what it does. I wish I could find a Jasmine that was kind of like that in real life.
Sleep-enhancing superpower. Studies have shown that the scent of jasmine can significantly improve sleep quality, reduce restlessness, and even lower anxiety levels. So if you've been struggling with tossing and turning at night, placing a jasmine plant in your bedroom might be the natural remedy you've been looking for. But jasmine isn't just about better sleep. It's also a natural mood booster. Its delicate floral scent has been found to reduce stress, enhance relaxation, and even help combat mild depression. Some cultures even believe jasmine attracts positive energy and love, making it a beautiful addition to any space where you want to feel at peace.
See that?
And don't worry, it's indoor friendly.
See that?
Just give it plenty of sunlight and occasional watering.
It's
and you'll have
beautiful.
a plant that supports both your emotional and
Somebody said I got a jasmine vine growing. It's beautiful, but it's also outside. Hey, you can still appreciate it though.
spiritual wellness. But what if you want a plant that cleanses the air and balances your energy? Get ready for number 4. All right, let's talk about a plant that's practically indestructible and works overtime to improve your health. The snake plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. Don't ask me why, I'm just the messenger.
Don't sleep on this plant. Watch what it does.
This plant isn't just about aesthetics. It's one of the best air purifying plants you can own. Here's what makes it so special. Most plants release oxygen during the day, but snake plants do it at night. That means
And it takes benzene out of the air.
placing one in your bedroom can help you breathe easier while you sleep. It's even been shown to remove toxins like benzene, formaldehyde, and xylene from the air. Imagine this plant working silently in the background, detoxifying your space while you rest.
And yes, you might have some bugs come in the house. It happens. It definitely do. It might exactly happen. I'd rather have a little bit of bugs and benefits than no benefits and bugs, because you're going to get bugs anyway.
And if you're into spiritual wellness, you'll love this. Snake plants are said to absorb negative energy and protect your home from bad vibes. Some believe they act as energetic shields, making them a perfect addition to your meditation space or front entrance.
Okay.
Best of all, it's ridiculously easy to care for. It thrives on neglect. Just water it occasionally and give it some indirect light.
And you don't have to have all of these plants. Just pick one or two. Pick one.
But what if you want a plant that's not just protective, but also deeply connected to spiritual healing? Let's move on to number 3. Now,
I actually like ladybugs, and I used to see them at the doctor's office too. What's up, Frederick? You think the doctor was on to something that we didn't know back then?
let's talk about a plant that's not only stunningly beautiful, but also deeply connected to healing, spirituality, and positive energy, the orchid.
Orchids.
First off, let's address the obvious.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Orchids are gorgeous. Their delicate, long-lasting blooms can make any space feel elegant, calming.
I like ladybugs.
But these flowers do more than just look pretty. Orchids are known for their ability to enhance emotional well-being, boost creativity, and promote a sense of inner peace. Some cultures even believe they attract love, harmony, and good luck.
Look how beautiful they are. Look at that color, the vibrant color it is.
So if you're looking for a plant that brings more than just beauty into your life, this is it. But wait, it gets even better. Did you know that orchids are natural air purifiers? Like the snake plant, they release oxygen at night, making them an excellent choice for the bedroom. Sleeping next to an orchid might just help you wake up feeling more refreshed and balanced. And don't worry about care, despite their...
Wow, do you guys see that? Imagine if you was growing that in your lawn, in your garden right there. Ooh, imagine if I could grow that. That is beautiful right there, right?
Their delicate appearance, orchids are actually pretty low maintenance. Just give them some indirect light, occasional watering, and they'll thrive. But what if you want a plant that's not just spiritual, but also deeply rooted in ancient traditions of cleansing and protection? Let's talk about number 2. All right, let's talk about a plant that's not just easy to care for, but is also believed to attract wealth, good luck, and positive energy, the money plant. Now, depending on where you are in the world, money plant can refer to either pothos, Epipremnum aureum, or the jade plant, Crassula ovata. The good news, both are powerhouses when it comes to wellness and spiritual energy. Let's start with pothos. This plant is one of the best natural air purifiers, removing toxins like formaldehyde and benzene from your home. It's also
First of all, if I find a ladybug in my house, I'm gonna think it's good luck. They welcome.
known for its trailing vines, which symbolize growth, abundance, and resilience, perfect for manifesting success and fresh opportunities. Now, if you're looking for something with stronger feng shui ties, the jade plant is a favorite in many cultures. With its thick, round leaves, it represents wealth, stability, and prosperity.
And don't discredit what Sweet RV says. He said ladybugs bite. Look it up. My wife and I didn't know it. 2 years ago, the whole side of our RV was covered with ladybugs. When we went out to go inside, they started biting you. Whoa.
Which is why you'll often see it in offices, businesses, and homes. Best of all, both plants are incredibly low maintenance. Just a little sunlight and occasional watering, and they'll thrive. But what if you want a plant that's the ultimate spiritual cleanser and energy amplifier? Get ready for number one. If there's one plant that does it all, from healing the body to uplifting the spirit, it's holy basil, also known as Tulsi. This plant isn't just a powerhouse in herbal medicine. It's been revered for centuries in spiritual traditions, particularly in India, where it's considered a sacred plant of protection and purification. But what makes Tulsi so special? For starters, it's a natural adaptogen, meaning it helps the body combat stress, balance energy, and
meditation in the home. Yeah, and it invites peace in the home as a plant. Also, easy to grow.
boost immunity. Drinking Tulsi tea has been linked to lower cortisol levels, improved digestion, and even better respiratory health. So if you're looking for a plant that actively supports your mind and body, this is it.
So that's a double whammy. Now you can let it grow and it helps you with certain things, and you can turn it into a tea. Perfect thing to grow. Let's try to see if I can find some Tulsa seeds.
Spiritually, Tulsi is believed to clear negative energy, enhance meditation, and invite peace into the home.
Holy
Many
basil.
people keep it near their entrance or prayer space to attract divine blessings and protection. And guess what? It's super easy to grow indoors. Just give it some sunlight, a warm spot, and occasional watering, and it will thrive, just like your well-being will. And there you have it. 10 incredible indoor plants for healing and wellness. Whether you're looking to improve air quality, boost your mood, or bring more positive energy into your space, these plants are the perfect addition to your home. Which one are you most excited to bring into your space? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, let them know in the comments because I'm gonna give it to you again. This is 10 indoor plants for healing and wellness. Transform your health. We're gonna go ahead and do what I ask you guys to do all of the time. This is what I like for you to do under me. Hit that subscribe button like that. And then when you see that come on, you hit the arrow and then you press all. You see that? All. So now you get all notifications from here as well as our bottom line. So you guys do the same thing. Hit the subscribe under our bottom line. When it comes over, hit the all. Also go on over to 10 indoor plants. I'm sorry, Green Life Zen is the channel. Green Life Zen, Z-E-N. And what we just got finished watching was 10 indoor plants for healing and wellness. Transform your health. Let's keep on moving, you guys. And yes, got to show some love for Money Tree for giving us that. Yes, that was a really good informed one. Thank you so much, Money Tree, for coming through like you always do. That was one of 4. We're going to use about 2 of them. Other 2, going to expound on. But the other one, we're definitely going to be using that too. You guys, y'all got some ideas for health and wellness? You see how we get down? Send it over to us. I check it out. If it's got enough content, something I think that we can learn from, something beneficial to the fam, I make sure that I send you guys, that I let you guys check it out. What you guys got for me in these comments? Or what y'all got for me in the comments? Thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the stars. And thank you, Money Tree, for always showing love. There you go, Money Tree. You see everybody showing you love. There you go. Appreciate you, bro. Now, we got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got a gentle giant. I want to show you a beautiful mother. She's so pretty, so cute. She had a baby. She had one pup, but she is the best foster mom that you guys could ever see. Check this out here, you guys. You know how we do it when it comes down to the animals. We love our dogs. We love our animals so, so much. So check out this gentle giant right here. Check this out, you guys. I want to show you guys what's going on with this beautiful pit bull. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
I think like when mother instinct came in, it came in. She just like tugs on your heart. She is a gentle giant. Xena was found in a field somewhere. They had no idea she was pregnant until the day she actually gave birth. And she gave birth to only one puppy. It's what you doing.
She's so cute, right? She's pretty.
Oh my gosh. You're such a good mama. Did you adopt them? She accepted them and we were like, okay, we'll take them. We'll take all of them. Actually transporting her into the maternity suites at Three Little Pitties Rescue. She was just like, where are y'all gonna take my puppies? Like, where are you taking them?
Those eyes,
Like,
right?
in the first week, she didn't want you to touch her, but after that, she would let you start petting her puppies and start petting her. And I would always just give her the candy spray cheese. She was with them the entire time until they all went to fosters and then they were all adopted. So now it's just her waiting to decompress and officially become adopted. She came to us a few months ago and she was very scared of people and noises and just being in the home. We have come a long way since then and she's getting better every day. She loves other dogs and finds a lot of comfort and confidence in being with other dogs. She just is quiet, takes everything in. She is so scared, but super sweet. She lets us love on her, even though she's scared. And she's the sweetest, sweetest girl and absolutely beautiful.
No, I don't care about all that dog attack stuff. We live for them over here. We about to have our own rescue. We're gonna have all sorts of stuff going on. So all you guys are scared, go get a dog. If you're scared, get a dog. Get one like that that'll love on you. I don't care what nobody says. Ever since I first laid my eyes on those little pit bulls, I always fell in love with them. My favorite dog. And every time I get a chance to show one, especially in the proper light that they deserve, as being sweet and lovable, I'm gonna do it. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that some of us don't train them other ways now, just for protection, depending on the neighborhood you live in, you know? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do depending on where you live at. But you guys know what we're about to do right now. Let's do one thing first. Let's go ahead and get those promos out the way first. Let's get the promos out of the way first. Anybody, everybody, if you subscribe to the channel, and if you're already a member, you're trying to get your brand out there to get in front of more people, you're trying to get noticed, all you got to do is send your promos over to us and we'll put them in the post notification area. But they have to be in 1080 by 1080 size form. It got to be 1080 by 1080 size form, you guys, because they will not fit if you try to send them in any other size. Also, you guys know what's coming up. We locking it down, we working on it, and tomorrow we got our first meeting with another location because we're going to be doing the Show Your talent search. That's right. That's the talent search that we're doing at Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And I might just set it off back in Staten Island again. I might just do that. Or Brooklyn. I don't know. Depends on what I'm feeling like. Because tomorrow we're going to have that meeting, you guys. So we may not go this long because of good things. That's right. We got good things going on tomorrow. We're working on a Show Your talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing at Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. If you're in those boroughs and you win by dancing, singing, backflip, wheelie, food, whatever your talent is, because it's not limited, you're going to be able to win, boom, $250 in that borough. Plus, we're going to have one person that's going to perform live from here and they'll have a chance. So that's 6 people, not just 5. It's 5 boroughs, but we're adding one more person to have a chance to win online. That's right, you guys. Where we going to be doing it at? All sorts of different liquor stores, locations, restaurants, hookah lounges. Myself and DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's my DJ now. So now we do our thing in many different locations. And yes, Miss Swanza, I knew you were going to say it. You said it before I said it. You want to get lit? Drink Big Drip, 14% alcohol by volume. Yeah, you guys, 12-ounce can, www.drinkbigdrip.com. You guys want to be a part of the talent show? That $1,000 on the bottom there, that's after everybody gets together and we put them all together. And once somebody wins, you got a chance to win $1,000 on top of the 1200, I mean the 250 that you won for the borough. So yes, anybody wants to be a part of the talent show because it's real and we're going to get the locations tomorrow. That's right. Starting off probably in Staten Island. You want to be a part of the talent show? See if you could win 250, maybe even more than that. Pull up on us. Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's. Drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page, put your email address, and let us know that you want to be. Send your email address in, and we'll let you know where we're going to be at. That's right, you guys. And we got a major announcement coming up in about a week or two when it comes down to Big Drip. I can't wait. That's right, you guys. And you know what we're about to do right now because we're not going to end it like that. We got to get those prayers in the air. I just wanted you guys to stick around for the promo. Wanted to make sure you stayed here because we got to get those prayers in the air. I want to pray for every single person that's here. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for peace. I want to pray for good health. I want to pray for understanding. I'd like to pray for patience. And please, I want to pray for calmness, especially in the days that we're in right now. I'd like to pray for each and every person that's here under the sound of my voice. If you guys got somebody that you want to pray for, this is the time. Say your prayers right now because there is power in numbers. Every one of us cross our hands and we put those prayers in the air and we all say the same thing to the right people, to the Lord up above, and let him know that we love him and we appreciate being here another day with each other. We appreciate coming and having a show. We appreciate seeing each other, all of our friends and everybody that we got to see today. So happy to get the chance to see you guys, all of our new members and subscribers. Can't wait to see you guys again. Please chime in. You make the show much better, especially when you stay on topic. Just want to pray for every single person here that you're having a safe day. Get out there, conquer the world. Make sure that you make it home safely to your families and stay healthy, you guys. Please do that. Get yourself some sun and drink some water. Get out there on your lunch break today. Don't stay at that desk. Get out there and smell some air and see a bird. Get in the sun and just smile at the sun for no reason. Why? Because we made it another day and we appreciate the Lord and we thank him. With that being said, you guys, amen. That's how we do it over here. Y'all know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Same thing, trending topics, current events, and much, much more. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Join the Discord, join our Bottom Line Instagram. We're also on X. We flexing on X, you guys. That's right, our Bottom Line on X as well as Instagram. Show some support. Get on over there and follow us on Instagram, you guys, and let them know how we get down. Also, like I said to you guys, share, hit that share, put it in your Facebook. We're trying to get up to 100,000 and we can't do it without you. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Till tomorrow, get 'em. Peace.